Hey,
Hello, hello, hello.
it's only two of us. The others ditched us.
Yes, I don't
It's
think they ditched us. I think they're coming soon. Juna said he was coming.
going to be a lonely Christmas. I really wanted to get a Christmas hat, but I couldn't find one. I swear that.
Oh, dang! I have a Christmas hat.
You
I
do?
don't.
You know where it is?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm hosting the Christmas parties here, so I had to have like. I'm actually wearing Christmas.
Pajamas.
Yes.
You should get
Of
it.
course.
You should get your hat.
I'm
I really wanted to wear
trying to
one.
remember where it is to make my going to get the hat good. Actually, I was expecting us to have like caps. I finally got like printed on hats. For us to,
I
like
can get a
wear.
hat. I know where a hat is.
I don't know where my Christmas hat is. There is a chance that my Christmas hat is in the co-working downstairs, waiting for me for Christmas.
We'll leave it then. But welcome everyone to the
Let's
stream.
cheer. Let's cheer.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Good. I hope you're all having a good lead up to Christmas.
Well, I'm celebrating Hanukkah right now, so.
Or Hanukkah.
Yeah, it's the fifth
I'm
candle
talking to the
tonight.
people watching, the 12 people
Oh.
watching it so far.
If anybody's watching, want to like shoot us a message, like a comment where you're watching from, that would be awesome. So we'll know who's watching from where.
We've got Juna joining us in a little while. He got mixed up with the time, and Jay said he would join in a bit later. So
maybe he needs to, ride his motorbike or scooter or bicycle across the island
with his
reach somewhere.
with his oversized dog.
Sorry, what was it? His golf car, right? Yeah, they have like golf.
Like a car, yeah, I think.
Yeah. Okay, we have Iowa, USA. We have South Carolina. Who else is watching?
Hello.
Actually, we have already someone who posted a question. Do you want to answer that? The first message that I see.
We can do that, yeah. While we wait.
While we wait for Juna.
So this is a two-parter. So hey everyone. I have a question for those who upload on multiple platforms. There's so many tools available for design creation, design management, listing generation, upload automation. How do you decide which tool to use for each task? And how do you keep everything organized? Very good question.
Philip, you go first.
Let's hope you'd answer first. I think this depends heavily on what your situation is. Are you an Amazon merch? Are you an Etsy? Are you in a low tier? Are you in a high tier? Not really a one size fits all answer for this, but
maybe just give yours. Like, what do you do? What is your? How do you personally decide what tools to use?
Because I'm heavily focused on Amazon merch, I've been using Flying Upload a lot because that's my go-to for uploading designs, and I just store them all in my hard drive. For design, I do switch between tools depending on what's the best for the job. And when it comes to preparing the designs for upload, I usually vectorize. I just use Vectorize AI. I create the listings in Flying Upload. Flying Upload also saves all the data and everything, which helps with staying organized. It tracks how many designs you've uploaded, and which ones you haven't uploaded yet to Amazon. So that's quite good for me to have everything a bit more centralized. But if you're doing Etsy, then you might have a completely different workflow if you focus on that. It just depends. Oh, here's the man. Hey.
Juna! Whoa!
Welcome to the council.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. No
Are
excuses.
you chewing on us?
Yeah, I was eating breakfast. That's why I'm late.
Don't worry. Philip was chewing like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
In private.
Oh, in private. No, I just was finishing up a bagel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whilst we're out here working hard.
So hard. We were like tackling this really massively hard to answer question.
Oh, yes. Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, we decided to start with questions since you weren't here and Jay's not here. For me personally, I think like this year I'm like juggling, I guess, 3. if I'm looking at for the print on demand, not on the digital. So the demand I have on using Fourth Wall, which is from Printful, and then Spoonflower and TeePublic/Dashery, which I tried, by the
Yeah.
way, for video, Juna. Like,
Nice. Yeah. Dashery is
Um,
cool, but it's hard to get traffic to it, but it's cool.
yeah, that's the thing. For me, it's like, I'm working on something and then there's content behind it to back it up, mostly that kind of stuff, like niche stuff. But for TeePublic/Dashery, I usually just come up with like a catchphrase of something that I'm feeling right now because it relates the new stuff that I'm uploading or like relating to human design. So funny stuff that I like come to conclusions or have like something funny, and then either ideogram or actually a lot of them are Canva. So this
Nice.
is embroidered. You don't really have to
Whoa.
design it, like
Wait, let's see if we can
design it. It's
maximize
just,
this.
it's only me. I also have this on a hat and a bunch of other stuff and like t-shirts and stuff. So
Wow.
the embroidered ones, the embroidery is amazing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it looks great.
yeah,
That's
I think
Dashery?
this is the Gildan 18,000. It's just like I always crop the color. So I have a full series of these. So
Wow.
creating the design is not that big of an issue. Just open Canva, put like, and I have the two fonts that are actually the fonts of the website.
Mhm.
So it's not like I have to think very well, like to think a lot about, like I have the font combination of the website, the heading and the text. So usually those go on with Fourth Wall and with Dashery because those are like relatively the same topic. So with Dashery, I'm mostly uploading stuff to human design, and the Fourth Wall is more, it's like one specific niche out of human design, like one specific type. As for Spoonflower, old school Procreate pattern making.
Yeah.
So I don't vectorize or anything. I just like create patterns myself and upload them. As for storing them, I think like everything I made on Canva, sometimes I just delete the file. Like once I put it on like a bunch of stuff. I think like I also have this one. Yeah, it's
hard
from
drive.
paper. So this was like the initial font that they were created in.
Yeah.
And the thing with embroidery that I really like is that once you upload the file, as long as the colors are different, then you can switch them to whatever you want. So the stickers
Nice.
look like this. And I have another version of this in like purple and white. But then for the sweatshirts, I was just like, change this. Oh, the sweatshirt, like the sweatshirt stuff is going to be green. Let's make the born in blue.
Yeah.
So you don't have to actually like, you don't really have to design those multiple ones.
Nice.
For notebook covers that I do a lot, it would either be a background. It's kind of a mix, either a background that I did with ideogram with text from Canva, or text from ideogram and a background I did with Procreate. So it's kind of a mishmash of things.
It's fun.
I feel like because I have like so many years that I've been taking stuff from Procreate, uploading it to my computer and immediately uploading them to Canva. And now for the people who are using Canva now, there's like when you search Canva now in your media, it doesn't search based on the keyword of the file like it used to. It searches based on what is in the visual. So let's say I want to make like a notebook that is blue. I just type in inside my media blue, and I get all the backgrounds that I ever uploaded to Canva.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I was also like, for years I was selling backgrounds and I was selling like clip art and stuff like that. So I have all of them on Canva because I was doing those banners where you show off, everything. I was selling digital paperback, so it's all there. I think like a lot of the stuff are backed up into a hard drive, and I feel like
Nice.
my system for everything is the worst and the best for me, I guess.
Whatever works.
Same with like every task that I do. So like, for example, this is something that I was like, this was my job for today. All of these were content ideas,
Wow.
article ideas, video ideas. Some of these papers have like 20 things written on them, collected sort of from the last few months. And today I was sitting down to put them in a notebook. So I do the same with files. Like once, because a lot of the times when I create something, especially on Procreate, you don't really assign something to it in your head. You just go with the flow. So every few months I would go over everything I have just thrown somewhere on my laptop, and then decide what folder it goes into, what shop it was uploaded into, if it wasn't uploaded. So make a mess, have fun, and then after a few months, clean it up. That's my system. And I don't use any uploader or anything like this. I don't even use, like, Fourth Wall even has this, like, once you upload a design to like a t-shirt, it then asks you, oh, do you want to place it on a mug? Do you want to place it on that? Do you want to place it? No, I just do everything manual. And I feel like, for me, it's more like the text that you write for each one needs to be specific, needs to be interesting. It needs to tell a story. So for example, the mugs from Printful, the small wine tumblers, I think they're called, that I use for coffee. So they're not supposed to be in the microwave. So in my shop, which is for manifestors, I write like, do not put it in the microwave. I know you want to see things explode, but please don't. So for me, I feel like the design is a part of it, but because you do a lot of statement merch, the story behind it and the product description is more important. And I feel like using uploaders for me always takes away from that. And again, I'm not playing the numbers game. I'm playing the marketing game. Yeah. So it's very different. With the content I want to make, I'm wearing my stuff. I'm like, this is ideogram, for example.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit of editing though. I think like the ideogram version didn't really work. And a lot of times I would do something in ideogram and then drop it on Procreate and do it myself.
Nice.
Instead of trying to remove background. And I think Juna, you know what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that was the best part of AI so far for me.
Yeah.
It's just
kind
like
of get ideas out there first and then kind of iterate
or
on
even
those
get like
ideas.
a combination of ideas. Like for example, I don't know, you want to do like a half owl, half lion. Okay.
Yeah.
Put it in a diagram and get some ideas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's primarily what I do.
That's fun.
With the flow, slow going. And yeah.
I had a question on Spoonflower. I don't use that. That's patterns mainly, right?
We were talking about this actually before we started the live.
Oh, did I miss it?
No, before we started the live.
Oh, before you started the live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it how much of a profit do you get per each sale, and how many sales do you get typically in a month?
Heavily depends on your niche. Heavily depends on if you market. Heavily depends on the product you choose to upload on, and if you are participating in like contests and stuff.
Oh,
because
I see.
They have the main contests, like they have always a running contest.
And then they show the winners, so they get marketing. Like
it's not just the winners, but like I think I entered the contest like a month or two after I started. And the design that I uploaded to the contest was not a winner by far, but I got like, I don't know, what was it, like 70 favorites in like
wow.
2 days.
Okay.
And it increases all of your profile.
That's
and then
cool.
I do have a Pinterest account kind of dedicated to like wallpaper. I love selling wallpaper more than I do fabrics. I feel like a lot of times the money is a bit more, and it also depends on what actually you design, because from what I've seen, there's like 3 main types of designs that people do for fabrics.
Yeah.
So you have the classic patterns, like I don't know, like my bed sheets.
Oh, that was made there?
No, this one I made, but it wasn't from Spoonflower. I ordered it from some Chinese supplier, I think. Wow. I don't even remember which one. There's so many Chinese suppliers that keep sending me stuff. Or telling me like, oh, you have $500 credits to order something.
So do you get any organic traffic on there, or do you only get if you get involved?
Most of it is organic.
Wow.
Cool.
And so you have the classic patterns, just make a pattern, and then you have the what we call how did I forget that word? Like fake patchwork.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to like, grab slices of something and put it into like patchwork, so you can make a fake one.
Yeah.
Like you can actually make a design with those. So I have a lot of those. They're not really the ones that sell. Yeah. And some people actually sell like a yard that is meant for cutting. Oh, so for example, if you think about it, if you take a yard of fabric and like I design some kind of, I can literally design it and cut it, obviously with Procreate, not with other tools, because you have to have something with a very big volume. For example, for someone to make like a stuffed doll from that. So like instructions where to cut and where to sew, and the hands come separately and the legs come separately. So this is really dependent on if you do like which ones of them do you do. I usually run with classic patterns. I did a few patchworks when I was like just combining a bunch of like different paper packs that I had, just slapped some of them on Canva that they're in the same color, but I wasn't really into them. Mostly it's about the variations. So almost all of the products that I have that are selling, there's like 10 color variations for that
okay.
design
That's
because
cool.
Spoonflower puts them together. It's called Colorway.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're starting, a lot of times when you would see something like the tiny sales, so they really change when it comes to fabric versus wallpaper versus like home decor or like curtains. So
Yeah.
all the home decor is extremely expensive with Spoonflower, like more than Society 6.
Wow.
With the fabrics, you do have people buying like samples or like small cuts and stuff like that because they're using it for patchwork or for
I
small
see.
projects.
Yeah.
But with wallpaper, if you get people getting like a small like this, usually they come and get 5 meters after.
That's cool.
Yay!
Made it.
Hey,
Hey, what's up,
Here.
folks?
it's not a lonely Christmas after all.
Yeah, Philip is feeling very lonely.
Yeah. We're
And what I
here.
was telling Philip before we started about when you asked about the money,
Yeah.
so I started, I think, with Spoonflower last year, and I was really into it. And then I was
Yeah.
uploading loads of things. And I'm getting emails from them every day because somehow I
Oh.
forgot to change that setting. So like every day they give you like a report of what happened in your store. So I pretty much started ignoring the Spoonflower emails completely. And then middle of the year, I was kind of taking a break. And then I was thinking, I don't know if I want to keep Spoonflower for the next year. And today, like working, we were like doing, what are you working on today?
Where's Jay?
Jay left us. And I mentioned like I'm doing this live. So they're like, shouldn't you like work on actually recapping your year? And I was like, oh, maybe I will check like my Spoonflower account. And then I realized I didn't connect PayPal.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I did the tax form, I did everything. And I'm like, I just have like a buttload of money coming my way in 14 days.
Hey, nice. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I didn't even
Christmas.
realize I was making sales because I wasn't like looking. I was only looking at the emails from PayPal. I wasn't looking at the emails from Spoonflower. So yeah, I'm kind
That
of
was nice.
rejuvenated and wanting to invest in that platform more, especially when like this is like from a couple of Pinterest pins like 6 months ago, maybe in some random Pinterest account for wallpaper, and not much ever since.
Cool.
So
So,
definitely
good to
going to be
hear.
illustrating more this year.
so to dig
Spoonflower is
into
amazing.
your numbers a little bit, it does look like a similar thing to Society 6, right? They're
Yeah,
kind of home
yeah.
decor focused.
Much better than Society
better.
6 because you have the
start-
wallpaper, and I feel like Society 6 first of all didn't have fabrics, and
Whoa.
with this one,
What's
like
this?
Spoonflower, we have like a
This is
gazillion
weird.
types of fabrics. Also, Society 6 doesn't change your design as much as Spoonflower does. So like every design you upload can be a silver wallpaper, a golden wallpaper. Like they
Ooh.
have a lot more of these, like, and unless they don't have like the mugs and stuff like Society 6, and they have the contests which get you a lot, by the way. Like,
So
I
you
was the only
started it.
one
Did you
that
start
was.
it this year? Did you start it in 2025?
No, I started
No.
last year.
Started last year.
Oh,
how
really?
many? Because some people might be interested in this now.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get us
How
going,
many
well,
designs do I have?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be the number one
Let me
question.
check because I have
Yeah.
my account.
And then the profit margins on each sale. But I guess it depends what you sell, right?
Yeah. I think the profit margins are like 10%. You don't set up your price. I have
Oh.
currently 261 that were uploaded to fabrics and 259 that were uploaded to wallpaper.
I see.
I'm pretty sure that the two of those were that I just uploaded something for like a tea towel, because you can also design something just specifically for a tea towel that is not
Tea towels.
repetitive.
Mhm.
And that was like for contests. And if I'm looking at, let me check my best selling for fabrics. Honestly, the simplest thing, I made this like clip art of like a black cat
Mhm.
and just basically like mirrored it like up and down and facing like
Mhm.
this on top of like dark pastel. So I have, I think, like 10 variations of that based on the color of the pastel behind it. So 2 of those are one of my best sellers.
Wow.
I have 2 matzah patterns, which is the Jewish like thing that we eat in Passover. Those sell loads.
Really? Wow. You know
Yeah.
your niche.
Those are gonna sell like in January, February, because
Oh, nice.
Passover is in March, April. And then I have 2 ones that are selling that are from like the Evil Eye collection.
Mhm. I know.
So, but I made like, I combined like the Turkish Evil Eye with like peacock looking. I
Okay.
was actually doing it while I was in Greece. It was really like just designing it inspired by
your-
this.
That's your bedding, isn't it? It's Evil Eye. Is the embedding is Evil Eye?
Yes,
pattern,
but
right?
this one is a different pattern that I
Yeah.
have. Like I don't have this specific one that I'm
Yeah,
not really
good eye.
showing that. And I have some Slovak style doodles, like
Mhm.
bird doodles in a Slovakian style, and some golden leaves. And from the wallpaper, that's totally different, like thing. So mostly like the Slovak thing, like farmhouse, Slovak motif. Like the birds are like squared. It looks very, very like I don't know. I wouldn't say Native American, but like a bit more Viking. Let's call it that. And a lot of things in the shades of like gold and gray. And to my surprise, I also have like kind of like Portuguese tiles that like designs that are like Portuguese tiles that sell loads as wallpaper.
Mhm.
So those are pretty much, yeah.
Very
I went
different.
through a Portuguese tile phase. So I have like a total of 261 fabrics, and out of them, 259 are on wallpapers. That's pretty much it. And I haven't touched the store in months.
Wow.
Yep.
Thanks for the breakdown.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Someone asked actually about that. Do you get most of your traffic from Pinterest? Like, do you know that? Flower traffic, where it comes from?
But you posted on there anyway.
I have no idea. No, I put some stuff. I definitely can see some of the stuff being maybe a correlation, but I think like with most of the platform, even if you look at this from the TeePublic point of view, or even from Etsy, I guess from most of the platforms, once you manage to bring in sales, that product is automatically going to be ranked higher in the platform itself.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they would mostly come from Pinterest, because I don't think that I've posted these anywhere else other than Pinterest. But I don't think that Spoonflower even gives you a way to look at statistics, and I don't. I really feel like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah.
So so that was kind of the Spoonflower and on-brand approach. How do you guys, Juna and Jay, how do you stay organized, and how do you decide which tools to use? Because that was
I can go.
Sure. This one.
Yeah, sorry. Can you repeat the question in whole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
someone was asking for those who upload on multiple platforms. There's so many tools for design, management, listing, upload, etc. How do you decide which tool to use for each task, and how do you keep everything organized?
Okay.
For me, I have a Dropbox because I was gonna put it on an extra hard drive, but it just got, I don't know, it wasn't working well for me. So the Dropbox really is nice. I pay for that like a monthly, or I pay for it yearly, and it's like 5 gigs or something, not 5 terabytes. So I have a ton of space on there, and every design that I make, I save the PNG to like a PNG folder, and I save the original artwork that I make in Affinity or whatever in there too. So I have access to both. And I also put all my videos on there too. So all my long form and shorts and everything go on there. So it's a pretty big file, but it makes it really easy to keep things organized because I have things in folders. So one folder is PNGs, one folder is, all the actual designs that I make but from scratch. And then so I can go in there and tweak it. So it's not just PNGs, it's actually vectors, most of them. So that's how I keep organized. As far as like what I write down, I used to have a notebook. I still do have a notebook on my desk. Let's see, just simple notebook like this where I write down tasks. But I've been using Notes a lot more on my computer. So the Notes app on the Mac, I usually just go in there and write things down and keep track of to-dos and ideas and things like that. I've been using Flying Research a lot more since Philip, you and I've had a co-founder, and I interviewed him too. Is it Chris Meets? Is that him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, Flying Research. Sorry.
That's POD. Who is it? Tom. Yeah.
Thomas.
So yeah, it's amazing. I love Flying Research, and I know I watch a bunch of your videos, Philip, on it too. So as far as research, I love that one for Amazon. And then I also research on Etsy as well. I've done that with Profit Tree and Everbee and all like that. as far as creating, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like I mainly use Affinity, but I like using AI just for ideas and things. Sometimes it translates directly into a design. Sometimes I have to tweak it. Kittl, we've been using that a lot, JNI, and it's been great. Yeah, that's pretty much all the tools that I use. I don't use automation, not because I don't want to. It's just I haven't figured it out a good way yet. I know I have Flying Research and Flying Upload, but I still need to figure that part out of it. So
if you want, we can jump on a call and figure it out together.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
I know.
I gotta boost my 2026 sales, man. It needs to go up. So.
I feel the same every year. I feel like I got to boost. This year, I missed a little bit of a boat, and it's my fault. Not to segue, I will address the question. But so with Amazon, you know how they were like at the end of Q2 into Q3, they were running their sales and our royalties were reduced or whatever. So
yes, I do know
a little bit on my ads. And then I was like, what is happening? Why am I stuck at like $600 a day in royalties? And I was like, oh, I forgot to turn the ads back on. So I turned the ads back on, $200 in ad spend. And then all of a sudden I'm getting $1,200 in royalties every day.
Wow.
So I missed the boat for a good 10 days. So it's like, yeah, $6,000 or $7,000. I'm behind. But now I've caught up, which is great. But I'm still probably going to finish the month 20% or so down from last year. I was looking at some numbers, but so missed opportunity there. But I feel you. It's just a matter of staying diligent. But with like 1,001 things on the go, there's always something that suffers at some point. But still, massive opportunity on merch, and I think it's only going to, still in its infancy, right? We're not even at 10-year mark as far as a billion-dollar industry that is scheduled to peak in like 5 to 6 years at least, or be tenfold what it is now. As far as multiple platforms, so automation, I am not using any automation. Kind of like Juna that way. I just don't list enough or create enough designs to necessitate automation. Realistically, I think I have 87 new designs listed in 2026 total. So, and not including what Juna and I have been doing. So there's 12 more designs there.
Yeah.
I'll put that at 99, I think, for the year.
Awesome.
But every single out of 87, 40 of them have, BSRs of less than 200,000 and are selling regularly. So it's not
good, right?
really about making, it's not, I'm not making a Picasso either. I'm not spending necessarily hours and hours, but I'll spend an hour or two on a design for sure. Only because I know what works and it's cracking that recipe, right? So there is method to the madness in terms of, getting the reps in and doing all the things until you know what clicks. And once things click, then I don't think it's necessarily necessary to pump out as much. So that's the only reason why I don't need, the automation really. Once I do start increasing the output, then for sure that'll be, something that I'll look at a little more diligently for sure. I really liked what I saw. Curtis walked me through my designs and stuff. He did kind of like a walkthrough training in my group. And it was super well received and super, he's come a long way with it from the first time I was trying to use it because it was only PC friendly. That's how long ago it was. It's come miles away 5 years later plus. Just trying to see this question here. Flying Upload, I've only dabbled, not really, just on the research end, just to look at some stuff like that and how it works. So I think that's a question, better suited to everyone else who's already answered in terms of which is better. As far as organization goes, so like if I am doing, I can say my birthdays, for example, I will have the aesthetic. So the kind of design style in that. So let's say it's like, I don't know,
vintage cartoon.
Yeah, sure. Vintage cartoon or whatever. I'll have like VC for vintage cartoon dash and then dash XXX or whatever for the folder name. Inside of there, I'll have the PNGs. So VC dash 001, 002, 003 and onward. And then I'll also have the AI in there or the WIP file the work in progress file, whatever happens
Yeah.
to be, if it's AI or an SVG or whatever, what have you, or a PSD layered. I'll have that in there as well, and then I'll also have a mock-up folder in there for each of those as far as the
Wow.
Etsy platforms of the world. So I have lots of. It's pretty streamlined that way. So I go into the particular Etsy shop. If it's the birthday shop, then I've got my the 20 or so different aesthetics, and then inside of each folder is like that, and then on same applies for like the organization on my wife's shop for whatever, like hers is same rule applies. So it's a large breed dogs for the most part. So then you've got the breeds of dog or the aesthetic, right? So then
Nice.
in each it's 001, 002, 003. And I never push from the platform to the Etsy shop or whatever. I never push from the POD. So I just append the title of the Etsy listing with that VC-001 to correspond to the artwork. Then when the order comes in, it's so easy to just type in, the 3 digits, 001,
That's cool.
whatever, drag and drop, and it automatically saves it for the next time. So it's pretty streamlined, pretty easy. I don't yet again to necessitate, I think, automation, but not to say that I won't. I'm not against it by any stretch, but yeah.
That's really cool.
Hope that answers it.
I like that you numbered it. I don't even number mine. I just label it or call it whatever I think it is on the. So if it's like this one, it's dog eating ramen or cookie eating ramen or whatever. That's it.
If I had dog and I searched
You
dog
do a
in my hard drive,
combination
there's
of
going to be thousands, right? And if I search birthday, there's going to be thousands. I need it to be
Yeah.
way more specific.
Yeah.
I feel like I named them after I know what store they went into, so it's always like the name of the file, and then once I know what store it went to, so it's like the initial, like TMB, BR, a lot of initial work. But I don't have any of the source files because like my source files are in Procreate. I just leave them on my iPad, and I feel like, to be honest, that was a bit of an annoyance with my older iPad because it would get stuck a lot. But like I have the newer model, so I can just pretty much leave all of the source files there.
Yeah.
And I don't really have mockups because I'm using Fourth Wall, so the mockups are automated. But I do put the designs that I have made, that I have products like in real life photos, then I would put them in a specific folder.
Nice.
If I have like, because I do like, everything that I get, I do like specific product photography for it. So like whether I'm like photos of when I went somewhere because I'm wearing the stuff. So I would put it in the folder, but most of them are just general folders, not design specific folder. That's insane, Jay.
Well, it keeps
Cool.
it, as
Yeah,
organized,
organized.
and it's all in Dropbox, so I can access it on my
Oh, you
phone.
got Dropbox too? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you.
And the nice thing about
I love it.
Printify too, so you guys, if you're Dropbox users, you know that it will take up equal amount of hard drive space on your machine as it will in the Dropbox, unless you set it to make available online only. Then it, relieves the hard drive space.
Yeah.
If you're on Printify, for example, and you need to click the plus button to upload a piece of art or something, whether it's on your phone or desktop, all you have to do is click the Dropbox icon and then type in your thing there instead of going to your hard drive to your Dropbox folder. You type it in there, it will import the design and still keep it online only.
Nice.
So it's not adding it to your hard drive space every time, but it'll populate inside of
Nice.
Printify. So it works super well that way, and it doesn't take up a ton of room. But it is nice to be able to do it, from anywhere with any tablet at any time.
I'm trying to wonder if like Fourth Wall has the air like the Dropbox thing.
No, I
I'm
haven't
like
used
testing out because I think I had Dropbox when they were created or something.
I love it. I love having it. It's good to have an access. I mean, I think I was debating between that or a giant hard drive on my desk, actual physical hard drive. But when I did that, it was a lot slower for some reason. Dropbox is pretty fast to access it, and it slowed down my computer when I had a external hard drive. So
I'm not really using Dropbox, but I think like I am like looking at Fourth Wall now, and I do remember that in the beginning I was using stuff directly from iCloud.
Yeah.
Like because the thing is, like, the minute you open up your search, like, to find the file to upload, the iCloud is there. So some of the stuff are just on my iCloud from my iPad, and I just like automatically like sent them that way.
Yeah. I was looking at iCloud. I think their max was 2 terabytes or something like that, 3 or 4 terabytes. I don't know. Maybe you can pay more, but
I was doing it such a long time ago because like I think like for a year now they keep sending me messages that my iCloud is full and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no worries, I'm back.
yeah, that's what it was.
External hard disk, leave me alone. I'm very old fashioned. I like to hold the storage in my hand. No clouds, nothing online. I'm not that technologically advanced.
Cool.
What I used to do for the longest time with my files is literally just put all designs for one niche into a folder and call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But how do you find them? Like you have to name them something
find
to
a niche.
search, right?
I just find a niche and then go into that.
Okay.
But I feel like that's very German because I think about the German cars.
Yeah.
Models.
The models are like that.
BMW,
numbers, right?
1 series, 2 series, 3 series. Audi is A1,
Yep.
A2, A3. Literally.
I did essentially the same thing as what I did, and then until I broke it into sub niche, right? Because then I just had like 1 through 1,000. I'm like, I don't need to know this, and then also look, but whatever.
Yeah.
There is the joke about the files on the graphic designer computer. So it's like final result. If the client doesn't like this one, I'ma kill him. .png.
Yeah, never put final in your final, what you hope to be final.
I put final. The only time I put final is in my videos. Is in my when I export a video from iMovie, that's when it goes the word final on it because it has the same name as the video file, like the raw one, like the pre-edited one, and I don't want to get confused. But that's the only thing that has final on it.
Or new.
Yeah. Oh, like the people who upload to Redbubble and then they end up with a listing that is called copy of sticker. By the way, go to Redbubble and search for copy of. You're gonna find loads of listings.
Oh, that's funny.
Of people who forgot to change the names.
Yeah, if you want to guarantee more work, title your final file final, and then it totally jinxes everything, and then never will be your final.
I didn't even think about doing it. I feel like I'm also selling like digital files now, so I would never put the word final in it because then the client would see the name of the file.
Like, good point.
Like now, most of what I do is like if a product has like several like digital downloads, then I would like mark one of them as read first.
Yeah,
that would be the file that explains the other ones. But
I'm going back to like the freelance graphics days, right? Like when I was sending what I hoped was the final version of the.
Do not miss freelance.
Yeah,
I do not miss it either, man. I'm like, I think like my happiest day was the day.
It was necessary in the beginning.
I'm with you. It was necessary.
The happiest day. Yeah, I think it was like. Wait, when was it for you? Because I think like mine was. I think my last client was 2020 or 2021. Early 2021 was my final ever client that I agreed to take. So 2015 till 2020, I was pretty much like I was doing a lot of like freelance work for people, but that was like COVID killed that for me.
Even today, people ask me, "Oh, you do t-shirts? Can you do a t-shirt for me?" I'm like, "No, that's not what I do."
No,
go to Amazon if you see something that I may go buy.
No.
That's not my motto. Sorry, I got other things.
I think technically my latest client was the literally the complex that I'm living in, because when I got here in 2021, they needed a new website, and I kind of like. I was so not into having clients at the moment. And I was kind of like, okay, you need a very simple thing, even though everybody was telling her that, oh, you need such a complex thing, or like, this is going to be so complex. And I'm like, yeah, they're trying to steal your money. And then she was like, I can give you a month rent for that. And I'm like, I would have done it for free, even though a month rent here is not that much. But then she gave me like 2-3 months rent and a free co-working. And it's been like 4+ years since I've already bought my own apartment here. And I haven't paid for a co-working downstairs here for like 4 years.
Wow. Cool.
So that was my last client, I guess. Yeah, but then it was like, I was like running some of the Instagram stuff here, but that's because I wanted to. And I feel like that was the last point where someone officially came to me and asked, can you build the website for me? I need you. And I said yes, regardless of like, doing like co-working session days with friends and we help each other. But yeah, client was like the things that I wanted to, like, I was so happy the day that I didn't have any more clients.
Yeah.
And just like, go on your own thing, passive income, and you start something, maybe it's going to take a while for it to
Yeah.
roll up and to succeed, whether it's your blog or YouTube channel or a new shop. And thankfully I was in Bulgaria, so that gives you a lot more let's call it grace in terms of finances of
Yeah.
how much you need per month.
Yeah.
So
That's-
no more clients. I don't know if
Yeah.
like I know that Juno was working with clients, but Philip, did you work with clients?
Yeah, I did. Still in the
Really?
first couple of years of POD. Yeah, probably actively the last time in 2019. Maybe a little bit still 2020.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I
Not
just
since then. I don't miss it either.
I don't miss it. I think that what I came to my conclusion was it takes so much time on a client, as you know, because it's the constant back and forth, and I could be using that time better for uploading and researching and doing all that other stuff, making videos that would
Making a
actually help
design
me
that
grow.
will give you 5K a year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it would grow my business rather than this one client who's gonna pay me one time and that's it. And like, I could use my time better for something else. So
I mean, yeah, as much
the
as I
minute you
say
have
that,
your own assets, you don't want to work on someone else's assets.
yeah. I'm building my business instead of helping them
Yeah.
build theirs or whatever. So
I think my last client, like officially North American client, call it, because we've been in Belize now 2 years, and it's been
2
nothing.
years already. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just over 2. November 1st or Halloween was 2 years. Yeah, probably the same. Just during or post COVID, like about that. And that was like I had stopped already taking on new clients. It was basically like existing clients that needed something reworked or something, newer or whatever, that I just didn't have a heart to say no to. But then now when people ask, do you still do custom, freelance design? I just say, no, sorry. Like I don't, right? That said, I've done 2 logos for bars out here now, just because
Nice.
they're all DIYers. They're all trying, they're all struggling.
helping them
And
out.
if I can,
And it's a
and
community.
for free,
It's
right?
where you live.
Oh, it's totally
Yeah.
different, man. Like I'm not charging 500 US for these logos here.
Yeah, and it's
doing
for
it.
you because you want to, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, do it. Give me a $50 bar tab, so it's not out of pocket for them or whatever. We'll have dinner and
Mhm.
drinks or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
kind of thing that way.
Mhm.
But like some of these guys don't. They're just trying to make it. They're trying to make enough money at the end of the month to pay the electricity and maybe have a little bit left over to buy groceries
Nice.
or not.
I think like
and then you have
it's like
to-
part of you wants to help them because you don't want their business to go away from where you live. Like we have the same thing in Bunsko. So many of the nomads here help local businesses like update their menu on Instagram or like post stuff on Instagram because you don't want your favorite restaurant to be shut down because they didn't know how to market.
Yeah, or gentrification too, or they don't have the means to to advertise or the money to advertise because of the cost of everything. But also like the one bar I did, new tiki bar here, it's owned by a foreigner like myself, a Canadian guy. I charged him close to what I would have charged back home, but also for bar tab because I don't need the cash per se. I was like, yeah, just give me a tab at your restaurant or whatever, and then that'll be good. But I charge them, more than the other guy that basically I told him just, buy me a beer one day when you see me in here. And that was the kind of thing, right? So it's just nice now. I'm taking on clients that I'm offering them ultimately, and I'm only doing it because I like them and I like the idea and I like the vibe. I'm a logo designer by trade, and that's kind of like what I've always done. So for me to be able to give back in a way too is super. It's humbling, and it's a privilege for me to be able to do this now and provide a service that is really helping people at the grassroots level, and to do it for free or pro bono kind of thing. Part of the reason why we're starting our own shop down here too is not only to sell cool piratey themed stuff on the beach and piratey themed merch, but also to provide a means for direct to garment is very print on demand whole MO. If you're trying to buy bulk shirts for your, you and your brother opened up a fishing thing and then you hired your cousin, you don't need a minimum order quantity of 25 t-shirts screen printed. You're never going to use them. You only need 6 shirts, 2 each, right? So to be able to, kind of provide things at a budget level for them too.
Nice.
It's cool. So it's a whole new MO, but it's crazy. Yeah. For all of you who are ever contemplating the brick and mortar thing, don't do it unless you plan to be in one place for a long time. But if we had no dog, we would not be doing it, and we would be traveling the planet. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
I have to tell us when it opens. We'll have to all come down or something.
Yeah. Going to be making some content on it on the POD side on my channel for sure. And then we have a new YouTube channel for all things books related and
Nice. That's so cool.
that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
That sounds exciting. We have a few questions to go through
Okay.
still, but first off, let's talk about, because the title of the video is actually 2025 reflections and 2026 plans.
Yeah, we should do that.
So let's start with the reflections. So
Okay.
it could be anything, like something that's happened this year that was new or different, something that you learned this year. Anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, what comes to mind is, I know Amazon's my biggest, if you didn't know, my biggest POD seller. I'm in a bunch of them, but Amazon by far. And it took some hits. I like in the beginning of the year, I thought, I made videos like Amazon's going down, it's locking prices and all that, and they did do that, and they're testing and they did surveys. I did a video for this, but in Q4 it actually picked up. So it ended up being less than 2024 sales by a little bit, but I'm happy the direction it's going now. That I feel like they've tested and figured out some things, and so I spent a lot more on ads this year. I think I'm going to continue to do that. I think that really helped as well. So, and learning flying upload and flying research and all of that stuff, and getting hints from both of you. What I really like about you guys, where going into your groups and communities, is hearing the feedback of how many people are actually doing really well with print on demand, especially Amazon. It just gives me like motivation to be like, yeah, it's not dead. It's like people are making money on this. So it's really cool. I'm going to push more on that, as well as I'm going to get Chris to help me out with some Shopify stuff too, just in case. So that's my push, is Amazon and Shopify next year.
Sounds good. If you want to learn any new tools, just let me know.
All right, I will.
I can help you
AI
out.
stuff for sure.
What about you, Jay?
Terms of reflections, man, I don't know, it's just been a crazy blur. So like Q4, what took my attention away from merch a little bit was running the membership for my second Q4 through it now. And just delivering on a different level there. We're almost at 300 members, which is kind of crazy. Never thought I'd, maybe get past 50 one day. So pretty awesome there. I know Philip and you and Adam are kind of dabbling in the same thing. So pretty special to be able to, help a community that way too. We're also, as Juna and Philip know, there's like a few different coaches in there doing different things as well in mine. And excuse me, one of which was a student of Chris's, actually, who is doing our Shopify trainings, and based on her successes. So her massive success shift came from ready to give up in Q4 after an abysmal and very dismal Q4. She just stuck with it. We made a design tweak, and all of a sudden, January, she had 5,000 in sales. February was 30,000 in sales. So just from, just thinking that Q1 has to be this, giant pit, all that to say, today, literally our call this morning was now walking through our Shopify for our brick and mortar. So that is going to have its own branded merch. The Lost Anchor, it's pirate themed, all pirate themed stuff, but including a line of merch inside of it called Get Shipwrecked, which we're also going to feature on the Shopify end. And it's also going to be, all POD online as well as, but Shopify branded and higher priced items. So that we're leaning heavily into that as well. And then as far as, 2026 is going to be the year of bringing the human element back, because people want connection in a way they never knew they wanted or needed. And I've been seeing that, for the last year already. So being, more active with the socials and building a brand has always been kind of my MO. Even my very first Etsy shop, I bought the .com 13, 14 years ago now. You know what I mean? It's always kind of been in the thought process. So that's where we're moving forward. I think personal brands are going to be big. That's, the 2026 kind of coming. But as far as reflections go, man, like I am just humbled and grateful of all the things I was able to accomplish in 2025. And it's like you look at people that are friends that we left in North America, and a lot of you guys in this space, you know, the same. You know, you go back 5 years ago, or every 2 years, you can take an assessment of our lives, and we've changed so much. We've done so many different things. We've accomplished so much. We've done so many things. We've pivoted. Maybe we've also equally failed way more than they do, safe at home on their couch doing their 9 to 5. It's such a beautiful thing to say that we've practiced and failed and iterated and just bloomed and blossomed because of it. And because we're not afraid to take, calculated risks, I'll call it. Versus the people I see still stuck complaining about their jobs and stuff and, doing the same thing. So for me, I'm just grateful to see how far we've come. 2 years ago, I never thought I'd have a membership. 2 years before that, I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel and have traveled the world because of it. 15 years ago, I never thought I'd be quitting my job at the bank to work POD, and here I am now. Never thought I'd have a beachfront t-shirt shop that we're opening in a month, right? Which to me is like, it's something I've always wanted to do, is hawk t-shirts as a kid and on a cool beachy themed shop. And here I am like 30 years later plus doing it. So pretty cool to, kind of take stock of all the things we've done and accomplished. So for me, it's always, humbling and just a sense of gratefulness, really, if that's a word.
That's awesome.
You got
the dream, man.
Finite amount of time, man. So, get as much done as you possibly can. Don't want to die on a deathbed with regrets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
That's cool. When are the vlogs coming?
Hopefully soon. We started some, and we're kind of just creating reels now on the Facebook page to build engagement. We went in 1 week. We went from 0 to, I think we're at 390 followers. So it's kind of working. Wow. Instagram is 0 to 18. We're up to 18 followers on Instagram.
Dude.
But I have to repurpose a lot of the stuff now for TikTok, which is going to be pretty fun. But also, we're going to start doing, the day in the life of police and stuff like that on the new YouTube channel, which I can actually, I'll find it and share it in the chat. If you guys want to follow along, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
So hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a lot more kind of ironed out now with things on all of our ends kind of slowing down a bit. Be fun. Just kind of build that personal brand again, right? Just kind of, put out there what we're doing, not just the POD and the design and the research and that stuff. Something that is unique to us is in all of us. We can all do this. And I think building a personal brand going forward, no matter what you do, you repair old cars, just record it. You can talk over it. You don't even need to speak. Just do time lapse of it. People like watching that stuff live. Anything you do, you can make a YouTube channel. And I think for people my age and, and Juna's age, there's no reason why you can't plan to enter retirement without starting something online and just have some kind of residual growth.
Absolutely.
I think it's healthy too. Right. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Getting excited about this stuff.
Good reflections.
Oh,
don't just shut up. Just send us the link once you have the Belize stuff. I would love to follow the Belize stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, share it in the chat if you've already got it. Let us know. I think 2025 has been a pretty wild year. I think there's always something happening with Amazon or Etsy, whatever platform you're in. There's always some big bad news, some changes and whatever and drama. But there's been a lot this year. I feel like there's a lot of changes, some good, some bad. But I think probably what's been the most exciting is how many things they've been adding, which I know still not everyone's got access to it. Hopefully they'll actually give access to everyone soon. But I think that's a good thing. All the new clothing products, the coffee mugs, of course. And that makes me very hopeful that we'll get more of the products that we want, right? Because how long have we been saying, why don't they just add mugs? Why don't they do it? It'd be so good if they did. And now that they've done it, I think there's more of a chance that they add hats or they add stickers or whatever. Why not?
And they're listening, right? They had 2 surveys that I know of, maybe more this year. So
Yeah, I think they had 2 or 3, maybe even feedback surveys, which I've not been on merch since the beginning, but I don't remember ever having that many feedback surveys.
Nope, they never listened.
No.
Yeah, or almost never listened.
I'm actually curious. So, for anyone who has got access to mugs and who's in the chat, I did start a poll here a while back about have they been selling well for you?
No Mugs Club, that's neat.
No Mugs Club. So anyone who does have access and who's in the chat, let us know if they've been selling for you or not, or how many sales you've made maybe this month, just out of curiosity.
What? You're in the No Mugs Club, Juno?
Still,
What?
Don't
I
have
had
it.
him like instantly.
I know you guys are awesome, but I didn't get it.
I don't
They
know
don't
if
like me.
I'll have to go look, but
They don't like me over there.
So weird.
I did post the YouTube link up there. A couple.
Nice. Yeah, I see it.
But that shows how random it is, right? It's
It
not
is
like,
pretty
oh,
random.
you're in tier 25, so you're not allowed mugs, or you haven't sold enough, so you're not allowed mugs.
Yeah, I
seems
can't
to be
figure it out
very
why.
random.
It's super
No,
random.
I mean, like, and Juno's probably arguably sold more than all of us, right? On Amazon.
Probably, yeah.
Especially more than me, because I don't, because I'm not the next one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would love to have mugs, but I'm hopeful. I'm sure next year sometime, whenever. But
Crazy. Yeah, it's not even like it's alphabetical either. Because
nobody has access to the polos and quarter zips either, right?
I
Is
do.
that- oh, do you?
Yeah,
I don't.
Seriously?
yeah,
No.
Jay has everything.
yeah. I got all of them.
I'm gonna have to tell him my name.
Jay has everything, and he uploads 80 designs. Yeah. And
Maybe
there's
there's
Juno
something
with no
to it.
access.
Oh, it could be
More
that.
so
Maybe
than-
it's that. Maybe it's the number of products you have. I don't know. No, but you have more products than I
Sales,
do.
like,
Oh yeah,
the
products
sales-
versus
the
sales. That could
ratio
be
or
a
whatever.
percentage.
I have them. They're the polo, it defaults to you don't even need to use Snap or anything like that, which is a great tool. Nemo, if you're watching, love it. But the polos, it automatically resizes your design to fit the left chest.
Whoa.
And that's the only print area on it. And then the what's the other one? The quarter zips. I don't list on them. I'll let Amazon push to them. But
That's crazy. You got that too. Yeah, I just checked.
new water bottles. You got new water bottles, or that's what you want?
Why is everyone
I
saying
think-
new product?
Yeah,
water
I don't know.
bottle?
Maybe that's what they want. I don't see it. Is what
New
their
Amazon
announcement?
product?
Oh, new, like right now,
Oh,
new.
yeah.
Tumblr
I don't know,
defaults
I'll
are just no. The latest thing, I don't see a
I
message
still
for
see
water
the
bottle.
Tumblr defaults.
Didn't you get like water bottles like months ago?
Tumblers
tumblers.
and mugs, but that's it.
Mugs.
As far I don't see a
What mugs
message.
always a thing? Wow, I'm
No,
so
mugs
out of
are
it.
newer.
For God knows what reason, mugs were never a thing on Amazon and POD, and like that's the second most popular thing next to T-shirts.
Yes, I have access to it now.
It's
Some
one of the
people are getting
best
them.
statement stuff ever because I can literally
What?
get a mug and I don't have to try it on to know if it fits.
Send us a link to a water bottle on Amazon, and let's take a
Hopefully-
look. But
Hopefully, I will in a minute.
Oh, there's it.
Uh,
There's a pin post.
Jay is complaining to Amazon. Where are my water
Like, Jay.
bottles?
Oh, hang on. I'll
Let's
share
see.
this.
We're gonna give you our like collective power.
you've seen it first here now. Water bottles.
I got them.
Seems like
I have them,
nowhere
and I have
down.
access to them.
What the heck?
Yep.
Come
Yeah.
on. I need to write my Amazon merch contact. Wow. Look at that. Dude. How
Wow,
many
it's
colors?
a water bottle.
That's a lot of colors.
That's an
That's a lot of
ugly ass bottle. I'm sorry.
White bottle. I got one. See? Yeah.
I would so not use those. I'm sorry. That's so. I don't think you have. This doesn't look like the one in that one.
So
Yours look
wait,
nicer.
$4 royalty. I guess that's the default price.
Yeah.
It's better than what they've been doing with tumblers and
Can
mugs.
you do full patterns on it? Like the top, it looks like it does. It doesn't cut off like the tumblers do.
$435 royalty at $28.99 is the default.
No, it does cut off. You see, the side will appear in the main.
Oh, that's right. The middle gets cut. At the sides, yeah.
But you can add the snap. I'm sure Nemo will have an update soon, and then you just it'll auto populate on the left side, and then download and re-upload for both sides.
Yes, but it's
Nice,
not going to
yeah.
be, but it's not connected. So
It's
I
not
don't
a
think you
full
can-
pattern, but you can do
No,
back and front.
it's
Yeah,
two prints, one on the front, one on the back,
yeah, yeah.
just like a mug. would be.
Like the mug or the tumbler.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Actually,
Cool.
it doesn't look like it makes much sense. If you look at the size of it, it doesn't
Amazon
look
has
like
not announced it yet. You've heard it first here.
it's for mugs.
Someone else saying they have access.
That's crazy.
Wait, is the snapshot
can't
on the
see
screen
it.
right now the design is for the mug or for the water bottle? Because it doesn't look like it would fit a water bottle. Like you can wrap a water bottle with something. So
No, this is definitely
Horizontal.
selecting the mug, the bottle.
That's
Sorry.
the water
Yeah,
bottle. I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
drop a
picked it.
design on there now, and let's see.
Let's see the other colors. What
is
do
it
we
just
got? Black.
centered?
You should do the live tutorial, Jay. Why am I showing this screenshot if you've got access?
Oh,
Oh yeah, yours is only a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, okay. Here, I'll just share my screen.
Show all your products,
No.
Jay, that you got and nobody else has.
Sure.
Just make
Yeah, that's
sure
not
you're not
possible.
sharing your sales or anything.
Yeah, make sure you-
Wow. Entire screen. This one. Share.
This is cool.
Think.
I thought everyone was joking about us all drinking. our
too.
water bottles.
Because I was drinking my water bottle, like, yeah, right, water
Oh,
bottle.
Dad, all my water bottles are in the kitchen, but they
I'll
look
have
much
to,
better than
approve
the
it. Bill.
generic thing.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Add to stage. There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to test here.
Now you can see his folder layout as well.
Oh yeah.
Very
This
advanced.
is specifically for some designs that were.
Ooh, the pirate.
So this is, yeah. So these are gang sheets because we're ordering screen printed. Basically, we're going to be doing DTF.
Wow. That's cool.
If I have,
Hashtag no water bottle club.
Yeah, a new one.
let me find a design here. This is a part of a design, but I'll just actually, let's go up to the top. I don't know how big this is, 13 meg, so it shouldn't take too long.
I was really expecting you to use AirDrop for this. Like you build it, like Dropbox. I'm sorry, you build it up so much before.
That whole file folder is in Dropbox.
Okay. Now I get it.
Ah.
Wait, it uploads to everything automatically. This is the first time ever that I'm seeing like
What?
anything relating to Amazon merch. I
Maybe
have
maybe
never
not
seen
unblocked.
Amazon merch videos. I've never seen the uploader. I've never like
There it is. There's the polo.
the only thing I
and
do
the
with Amazon is
orders.
B2B.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that polo.
That's
in motion.
crazy. Are you using an extension? Like what are you using? This is Productor or something, or what is it?
What? I'm not using the extension, but I have Snap and Productor enabled.
What
Oh,
you're
okay,
seeing
okay.
there is Snap Tuner.
The Snap? Okay.
Mostly, yeah.
Because it looks a
This
little
is not what
different.
everybody's like Amazon looks like. It doesn't
So,
go on everything.
I've never
else.
actually
It does
uploaded
go on everything.
order
Yeah.
zip, but it looks like it's just the top left chest as well.
Nice. Is it
Yeah.
embroidered or is it just screen
No,
printed?
it's print.
Print. Okay.
So
I've never seen a long sleeve polo in my life.
No, that's not a polo. That's a
Not
quarter
a
zip. It has
quarter
a zip that goes quarter
Yeah.
down.
You can unzip it just
Like a
Yeah.
mini turtle. Okay.
Yeah. Like
and
almost like a
then
turtle.
these, and then our water bottles.
Wow.
So the
Unboxing
water
water
bottle is
bottles.
centered.
What I was saying with the water bottle here is that it shows, so you can go preview,
Yeah.
and you can see here. What I would do is with Snap. So he doesn't have it enabled yet, but what you would do on this, for example, how it's nice and big, I would two sides here, apply and upload, and you'll see it automatically redo it, which is a great tool.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I
but
gotta-
for the
I
water
gotta get
bottles, you
that.
don't have a full wrap. You just like you basically design like the 33% of the middle of the.
Yep.
You don't design the up and the down.
No.
Yeah,
Compared
so
to the 96 mug, they're fully tumblers. They were fully printed, or the water bottles
Yeah.
are like fully coated all sides.
I've
It's
heard
amazing.
people say that you can upload a design specifically that is horizontal and it will fit. So I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
That's
but if
interesting.
you make an horizontal one, it will fit, but it's not going to be the bottom and the top. This is literally a no printing zone.
No, it's not. It's a safety zone.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it doesn't print on the bottom and top. Like I think I'm gonna go get my Society 6.
Oh,
water
the
bottle.
bottom and top won't print. You're right. But
Yeah,
like
there's a-
this area right here is apparently it does get printed. It's just a safety.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
can't confirm that though.
Snap,
Until somebody
by the
tries-
way, Snap is a free Chrome extension. adds a lot of useful buttons. I've
I
got a
gotta
couple of
get it.
videos about it. There's a new one coming about it as well soon.
Yeah,
It's
so-
kind of cool
Ooh,
update
okay.
recently.
This
I
is
might-
the one from Society 6, by the way.
I just dragged it here.
Oh
for
yeah,
example,
yeah,
in the middle.
yeah. It's fully except for the top, huh?
Yeah, you can't have top and bottom. I much prefer these. Full-
Wait, let you make you. There we go.
Yeah, full
Yeah,
wrap.
it's
is great.
full wrap.
The only thing that isn't printed is like the top here, and I don't know where the cap is. I lost it. I have too many water bottles.
I think
But
this.
Pretty cool.
There is like
think you're
one
gonna-
seam here, but it's full print. Like this is the seam, I think, somewhere.
Oh yeah, I see it, but you can hardly see it. Yeah.
But even the preview on this, like it's nowhere near as doesn't seem to be as big as what's on the tumbler here, right?
Can you preview some of the colors?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What
Sure.
are the names?
I'll just move this over.
We got
So we
black,
got black, navy,
red.
red, royal,
Uh-huh.
light blue, white, and a dark green or forest green.
Oh, green.
Mhm.
Okay.
And,
And
the
if you
default
change the
is-
royalties, the price, how do the royalties change?
Oh yeah,
So
good idea.
default is $28.99 for 435, and then so
Nice.
15 cents more for $1 more.
That's how Amazon's so sneaky that way.
15 cents, 15 cents,
I hate
Oh,
that
80 to 95, 15 cents, and that should
because
be
you know Amazon gets the 90 cents. of
wow,
the
literally
markup.
going up 15 cents per dollar. So the sweet spot is probably going to be
That's how they get you to stay at the-
435, 420. So even if you go down, it's only going down by. Wow.
Oh, even when you go down, okay. So
Yeah.
you could use that to your advantage by being a little.
I think in the beginning, my default will be this.
at the default.
Entice people to add something else to cart because I think they get free Prime or something if it's over 25, right? There was that whole thing. But I don't know. I might leave it at their default and see what happens first.
Depends what the minimum price is, right? If like
Yeah.
technically, if the minimum price is $19.99, I'd probably just start at that, get some of them selling.
Oh, you mean the zero price, like when you get zero royalties? Is that the minimum price? you're
No,
talking?
well,
Or the default price?
I mean, for example, coffee mugs,
Uh-huh.
the lowest you can go is $16.99.
Right.
You can't, you can set it to 12, but it will never go live at 12.
Yeah.
So maybe these water bottles, you can only set them to like 27 minimum. Who
Buddy,
knows? It
Buddy, are
doesn't
you
say
seeing
here.
this? Are you seeing this?
What? No.
Yeah,
what?
that's normal.
Oh, so you're telling me I won't be able to continue?
No, it won't go live at that price. It will just go live at whatever their minimum is.
That's how
Unfortunately, because you can set most products to like 9,000.
Okay. It says the minimum price is if Snap is working or whatever this is. If it is Snap, is
No, it won't be updated yet. It's only just
It's
gone
too
live.
new.
yeah.
Yeah. But you can try it on the mugs or whatever and see what.
Yeah, I know that Nemo doesn't have access to mugs, so I don't know if the minimum
Oh.
maximum works, but he does have the resizing figured out.
This is cool. Well, I'm glad you showed this. This is a
yeah,
surprise.
I would just honestly look at what some water bottle prices are out there, and I probably wouldn't price less than $24.99 myself. Just knowing what we pay down here, like for these, like a Stanley mug, like they're
Mhm.
$40 US, some of them, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm
like,
surprised
people
water bottle.
pay for this stuff, so I would never sacrifice my royalties for the hope of velocity. But totally different philosophy, and I know both works. Both works.
Are the Stanley mugs still, with the handle, are they still popular on Etsy? I wonder why they didn't go that route instead of.
I don't know. Let me
They're
stop.
popular in my store, but not on
Yeah.
Etsy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know, but these are super popular here because they also keep your drinks cold
Hot
in
and
the.
cold. Yeah.
They're Yeti. Sorry, I meant Yeti.
Yeah, the
mug.
Yeti.
But they also keep your drinks
The ones
cold.
with the handles also keep your drink cold.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't fit in a
Everything
couple
that keeps
in
it
the
hot
belt.
can keep it cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
And the handle gets in the way of all the fun stickers, right?
that's true.
Well, if you have a design on it, you don't need fun sticker.
I wonder if Amazon will ever do like combo deals, like you get a shirt and a pajama pants, or you can buy a mom and dad T-shirt, or that kind of thing. That would be really cool to
I'm
have.
pretty sure they
also.
will eventually. Oh, have you guys ever seen the largest available handle tumbler from
No.
Printful? Because I
No.
ordered one. I'm gonna go get it. It's
Go get it.
enormous. I think I have all of the sizes.
Cool. Where did Philip go? I think he's getting a mug too.
Getting a tumbler, yeah.
Tumbler.
But yeah, Junior, to your point, like if people want to buy, a pair of things, this is another reason why I never use my brand name like some people do for some reason. God, beyond me, is use their brand name as like keyword stuff listing title. Like use the brand name as something that people can go to and then find your design
The
on
other
the
one, yeah.
product, right? Not
So you
just
get 2 sales. Yeah,
all
or
of
more.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they want a matching mug with or a matching hoodie to go with a t-shirt or whatever,
Nice.
I brought it. This is the normal
giant
one that
mug.
has for Printful, right?
Legendary. That's funny.
Right.
That's
And then
great.
I got the biggest one
Oh,
they have. And
what's
I'm
the
like,
difference?
this is like a bit heavy on my wrist, and this is empty right now.
Yeah.
I have no idea how people handle
So it doubles as weights.
like the size of my head.
You can work out with
This
those.
one is a screw on, obviously, otherwise it will completely like fall off.
Yeah, I wonder if Amazon will do those.
I think this is like a liter plus or something. I don't know what is like 40 ounces.
Yeah, you got to get your
I'm
40
not
ounces.
an American. I don't know what that is. So like this is like the 25 ounce and the
Yeah,
40
the big one,
ounce.
the super gulp.
But yeah, this one I think actually I sold this design in this size loads though.
Wow, nice design.
Love it. So yeah, I was like they should bring those into Amazon because
That's
those
what I'm
are like
saying. Yeah,
I feel like Amazon is not like looking at what people are buying for some reason because
they have the
these
data.
are like super amazing, and I feel like
Mhm.
right before Christmas even like everything relating to mugs and tumblers sell so much more.
So what would you call that? That's not a tumbler. I guess it's a mug.
This is a 40 ounce thermic travel mug.
Travel
Oh,
mug.
travel
Yeah,
mug.
that's what I would have said.
Oh, good.
Um,
So
but
I can be part
like-
of the no travel mug club.
hashtag no travel mugs.
Junior really wants to stack the collection of.
No, but these are like super, like again, people buy like t-shirts and stuff like that. Yes, but if you're buying a gift to someone else, isn't it
Yeah.
easier to buy them something? Like I was doing a gift for a friend of mine, so he's not here, so I just logged into my Printful account and sent some stuff. It's the easiest to just send him like, here's the tumbler or something.
I
It's
do
much
that
easier.
for Christmas gifts for my mom who lives, 2 countries away, right?
Why not?
Yeah. I do that for pretty much like my entire family when I get them gifts. Just go inside to like Printful or to my dashboard at Fourth Wall, and just order from that. And it's like usually like I really don't want to get my aunt a T-shirt from the last time I've seen her, and she would be like, doesn't fit,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe she gained some weight or something. So mugs, tumblers, pillows, notebooks.
Smart. Yeah.
It's much easier. Honestly, I don't
Not a
understand why Amazon hasn't started, just blank dotted notebooks when you can design the cover. I feel
Well,
like
Yeah. Well,
they're kind of
KDP.
behind on
KDP
a lot of the
KDP
other
has that,
trendy
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
No, KDP doesn't have that. KDP has whatever you upload,
Oh,
and
sorry.
it cannot be spiral bound, and it cannot be anything. I meant literally like when you had like TeePublic actually removed their notebooks, which was super annoying. But the notebooks that Redbubble has, or Society 6, not such good quality.
I've
But-
heard Etsy sales. Etsy has
Yeah.
some good sales on some Printful and Printify ones.
Yeah, Printful has, I think, like most of mine are Printful, so I should have one of them here.
And it's just lined, right? Notebooks
no.
inside.
These ones are not lined. These
Oh,
ones
they're
are
What are they?
dotted.
Oh, dotted. Yeah, that's a cool.
Yeah.
I like
And I
that.
remember like I forgot her name. Kiwi, blonde.
The one with the
Printed
big
Man
channel.
blonde Kiwi. Huh?
The one with the giant channel on YouTube.
I think so.
Wholesale Ted.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So the first time she was like doing like like she saw that that Printful added these, and she's like, I don't understand what the dots are for, and I'm like, if you're a bullet journaler, one, we know that we're not gonna find dotted notebooks in a store, so we go online, and two, we pay loads. People who love dots, especially this one, because I think like these pages are like at least 120 GSM
Ooh.
from which is a lot. Yeah, you can like, you know, markers and like sketch and stuff like that, and it's not going to bleed. Unlike the lined ones that they have that are only made in the US, and you can only design a little bit of the front cover, which are like you know, stitch bound, hardcover bound.
Mhm.
But these ones, as someone who's been obsessed with journaling in notebooks for like ever, these are extremely high quality, and they're also made in Latvia and
Nice.
in the US. So yeah, these ones
What
sell
do
a
you
lot, and I don't understand why Amazon wouldn't just have this as a blank, and you can upload a
For another
design
band, yeah.
Maybe it's
because they
coming
would
next
sell
year.
so much more.
Next year,
Just
They're
so
in the
they just
development.
predictions for
the
next year.
equipment.
Oh yeah, her name is
Yeah,
Sarah.
like
Yeah,
they-
someone wrote in the chat.
There's
Oh my
another
God.
one which I would love to see, which I think doesn't really get mentioned a lot, and that's ornaments. Because so many people do well with ornaments
Yes,
on Etsy.
yeah.
If I think if Amazon
big
would add them,
seller.
that'd be cool.
Fine Art America sell ornaments a lot. I think it's the only time they're relevant in a year.
And plush blankets probably would do well too.
Yeah, I think
Or any
blankets
kind of
would grow.
blankets, yeah.
I guess Amazon is a bit, I don't know. Like, why start with t-shirts? That's like the most complicated product in my book in terms of like returns or
No,
printing quality. People mess it up because
Oh,
they
people
wash it
love t-shirts.
wrong.
I think t-shirts is a good one.
Well, it is a huge
it's
seller
the-
though.
it's
You
the
can't-
only thing
can't deny
people
that.
have multiple of.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
it's not.
Well, mugs.
One,
and-
people who
but,
like notebooks have loads of notebooks. People have more
Yeah,
than
but-
one mug.
Yeah, but
You have-
notebook is a
you
more
have
niche
more
thing.
notebooks.
Everyone wears a t-shirt. Not everyone
Right.
uses a notebook. I think that's the difference. Like, and most people have multiple t-shirts. It's not a rare thing to have multiple t-shirts. It's a
Right.
rare thing to have multiple notebooks. I think maybe
Well,
not as a journaling person, it's not, but for the average person,
I think like if they would start doing it for journaling, they would definitely. I feel like okay, everybody needs to wear a t-shirt. Great, every store has t-shirts offline as well. So
It's
the
definitely
link
more
you would have to go
competitive.
through.
Sure.
but there's
To
more
get a t-shirt.
choice
But
online,
there's, yeah.
right?
I just find it with the notebooks, it's a bit harder because, like, you know, if you want a specific notebooks with specific GSM, people would pay a lot for good quality GSM notebooks.
But
Well,
think of
when
the
they're-
add it to the
arithmetic that you're
list.
saying now too, right? So the print process is going to be different for the GSM for the page thickness because the thicker pages won't necessarily absorb as much ink. You'll have to use a lighter ink.
No, but they're not being printed.
Oh,
They
just,
are not being printed. The
cover.
notebook is empty.
just the covers are printed.
Yeah,
Just the covers.
Yeah.
And they're not.
you can do that with
just
KDP,
covers.
but the quality of the paper is going to be really crappy.
Yeah, right.
They don't have really good quality for that paper on KDP.
I don't know. Yeah, I trust their hundreds of billions of dollars in marketing department as to what products to pick for the most part by popularity, but I still don't understand why ceramic mug would have been up there unless they were working out kinks with the sublimation process.
Yeah, or that. Just trying to get the best deal.
Yeah, or building their own ceramic mug factory because that's
yeah, they probably. We're
Yeah.
gonna do this. Yeah, it's all testing with Amazon, but it's also a big ship too. So they have to. I'm sure they have to go through lots and lots of different.
the shipping, the packaging. I mean, we've all seen, you know, something this big come in an Amazon box that is this big, right? With all the bubble wrap stuff or whatever in there. But yeah, I don't know. Also, the shipping cost on the weight alone is a barrier to some degree for, you know, we did mugs for a little bit and it's just heavy. They're heavy, they're expensive to ship, and they're expensive to pack so that they get there not broken. A t-shirt
stick
goes in a
with them.
poly mailer and you can throw it at a house and it's, you know, it's still going to look just as good, right?
Exciting. 2026 is exciting. So,
Yeah.
did anybody say plan? We all said our plans, right, for 2026.
May did not.
Oh,
Yeah,
plans
And
for
it did not reflect
2026.
in 2025 either.
do more spoonflower, I guess.
Yeah, no, Spoonflower is a small part of it. I actually wrote down like January, February, March, I was mostly studying. And then April, May, June, I was mostly around people, partying, social life in town. And then,
More parties.
yeah, actually also a bit of July and August because there's a lot of festivals and a lot of stuff like here. But then it was a bit more isolation traveling, I guess. So mid-May, I went to this cabin in the middle of nowhere and finalized a poetry book and published it
Wow.
on Amazon KDP. And then I went to Sofia, the capital, in August, September to really rethink everything that I'm doing, like taking a pause from everything, and came back completely changed, like a massive niche. And it's not like, you know, you change one niche or this niche within the shop, but you keep your channel. So I'm changing the niche that I'm having a channel on. So I kind of notified my viewers that I'm not going to be making tutorials anymore, and I'm going to move to a different channel. So that's been a bit of a switch to human design content. A lot of them are actually on board, surprisingly. Like I had the Substack publication, so I changed that, and it's having a very like different conversations instead of like, how do you stay productive? How do you get motivated? How do you find your niche? So now I'm going to make content on that, either on a different channel or on the Substack, on how to do it based on design. I was working on the digital product shop for that, which is a lot of work because it's not like a wall art printable. It's like PDFs with like dozens of pages with actual content. While also doing a Dashery store for human design merch, and my fourth wall is fully focused on just manifestors, and then running 3 publications on Substack, and those 3 publications are going to be the 3 main categories of a new YouTube channel. And then obviously, as Philip said, I was DJing again, covering up for a friend and DJing and hosting karaoke night, which was kind of fun, but also kind of weird because apparently everybody texted him that like this was the best karaoke night ever in Bansko, and he's like, "Wow, thank you so much, this community that I've been helping you guys for 4 years." But apparently Maya is better. So apparently everybody liked my style of DJing better. And the music that I put in. So I went back to DJing. A lot more volunteer work, a lot more community work. And for 2026, also I like painted walls in my apartment and doing like a lot more expressive. And I feel like the beginning of 2025, I even said on my channel, it's like the soft girl era. I don't want to hustle. I just want to chill and do what comes naturally. So for 2026, I feel like I'm going to enter a bit of hibernation socially, mostly because it's going to get really cold in here soon. Work probably on content. Like if things go my way, it's like January, February, March. Hopefully I will be filming content for a new YouTube channel, hopefully for an entire year.
Wow.
And then I can work on more products, either print on demand or more digital products. And then April, May, I talked about it with Philip earlier, I'm taking a full like cultural break, let's call it that. Going to the opera, the ballet, there's some metal and rock concerts in Europe. And then hopefully I'm going to start doing like personalized items, like for example, like not one-on-one readings, but like sessions or like PDF readings for something specific. I'm also going to get certified in something in Gene Keys, which is related to that. And honestly, go back to illustrating now that I saw the insane amount of money that was waiting for me on Spoonflower that I didn't know existed. So going back to illustrating as well. But yeah, a lot more people work, a lot more volunteer work. I was really looking forward to like filming already. I really wanted my shop to have enough stuff on the print on demand side, my shop to have enough stuff, because I'm using like fourth wall for print on demand, and I'm using PayHip for the digital downloads and the main content. And I really wanted to have enough stuff before I start making videos. But then I got into hosting, or like organizing and hosting the Christmas parties and the New Year's Eve parties. And we're doing collaborations with so many other co-workings in town. So it's kind of like really taking all my schedule. So it's like if there is a party that I'm hosting here and organizing here on Wednesday, and then like Thursday, I think is Christmas morning. So there is another party at the other side of town. And Fridays, I might be hosting the karaoke on a different bar, and then again doing that for New Year's. So I'm like, nah, not going to do anything for the rest of the year. I'm just going to focus on social life. But yeah, 2026 entering with a whole new niche, leaving my audience of 4.5 years, almost, actually it will be 5 years in January. Yeah, starting
big changes for 2026.
Change is good and healthy though. So you know what I mean? Yeah,
and hopefully writing more books. I have like so many other books in the pipeline, not just for human design. Like there was a productivity book that I know that my viewers were waiting for like a year. So a lot of like more like practical psychology in everyday use for work or for stuff like that. So I have loads in the pipeline for that. I just need to feel like I'm less of a person that was like, I don't really combine the different things that I do at the same time. Like I imagine like loads of people, especially like YouTubers from our niche. I imagine a lot of you guys or a lot of them. It's like, oh, Mondays I'm filming, or this day I'm editing, and this day is going to that shop, and this going to that shop, or these hours. But for me, it's like completely periodical.
Me
So it's
too.
like 3 months I'm doing this, and then 2 months I'm doing that. And
Oh,
the
not
key is to, schedule it so it looks like you're consistent. So that's kind of my thing. And I also,
cool.
I am not that. I have no idea what
but then I'm gonna leave in a few minutes because I have a volunteer shift in an hour and 20 minutes.
All right, volunteering too. Look at you.
If you
That's
have to
awesome.
leave, have a break.
Mhm.
I'm not. Yeah, but it's like, it's my second night in a row, and I honestly, it keeps me up. And like I volunteer at a hotline, so maybe no one will call, and I will sleep all night. So I don't know. But it's actually been a very big joy to like going back to volunteer
That's nice.
work more
Yeah,
extensively
giving
this
back.
year than
Giving back is great.
Yeah.
That's heavy though, right? It's like people in distress.
Yeah, it's a mental distress hotline.
Yeah.
I volunteer for two.
Wow.
For two
Good for you.
different reasons. So, but yeah, it's been amazing. I even
Nice.
I kind of managed to combine it somehow with the community here. We have for people who don't know, like Bansko has like the Nomad Fest every year with all the digital nomads and all that. So in the co-working, one of them that I go to, they do like the Fringe Fest. So you can talk about anything that is not work related. You cannot promote yourself. So I gave a lecture this year. Like my talk was about the differences between panic and anxiety attacks and how to get out of them.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So like, imagine like a bunch of like people who travel the world and work remotely sitting and listening to this, and the engagement was insane. Like people were like hundreds, like literally raising their hands. By the way, I had a panic attack on a plane once. Like people were so opening up. It was so amazing. It was like, my goal was like, let's talk about panic and anxiety, and I'm going to make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
So it's been really amazing. And I feel like that was totally, I wouldn't have been able to bring it without the volunteer work that I do, because I've done it like in my service many years ago. But going back to the volunteer work, I feel like, I would never even do it for money. It's just like good for the soul. I'm not saying it's for everybody, because it's really rough for some people, I guess.
Yeah. Just as long as you have, an outlet of your own, because it can weigh. I know some 911 dispatch and some, suicide prevention line work.
So we're not, our system is not connected or cannot be connected to, 100 in our case, not 911. So we don't get calls like someone who just wants us to call the police for them, technically. For me, I was telling Philip before we started the live, most of the people just call when they're in distress. You just listen to them, let it out, unleash, and then all of a sudden there is a silence, and they realize, the wave is gone, or they just needed to unpack this, and then all you have to do is just keep them on the phone for another half hour, talk about a football match, talk about your favorite musician, talk about TV shows. And most of the people just ask me if I can stay with them on the line and just talk about something while they fall asleep.
Let them know they're not alone, right?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of this, it just increased from the sadness, and it increases from like, I feel like when you don't have anyone to talk to and you don't want to be judged by what you say or stuff like that, then it really messes up with your head so much that you can only talk about it in such a severe case. So your mind would go to that severity of wanting to harm yourself just so that it will be acceptable to call someone, because I do believe that most of them don't actually want to do anything. They just really don't know what's wrong. And a lot of times, I don't know, just, let's go mental, emotional vomiting or something.
Yep.
But I mean, like the shifts themselves are like, sometimes they're kind of like, I don't know, stuck. I mean, like today I was asked to cover a shift because I did one yesterday. So today I was asked to cover a shift, and so I was like texting a friend of mine, like, I don't think we're gonna go. Like, we're gonna go to like Hot Springs tomorrow, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have like a night that I sleep or a night that everybody keeps calling. So, but I prefer to do it. I mean, now it's for us, it's a holiday season, so a lot of people from the volunteer stuff want to be with their families, and my family's back home, so I'll take those shifts. But I think it's gonna be actually my last shift of the year, this one. But it's been amazing, and it's been a privilege, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah. so different than but I am thinking about maybe lightening up the load, and actually, like, if we're talking about 2026 plans, because this will kind of, I guess, clear up more of my time, I might get into training versus doing the actual calls, because I was talking to some of the people from the foundation, so I might do the training instead, like to train new volunteers. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, and
More
keep on
tutorials.
sketching.
Back to
And with that,
tutorials
I would
after all.
leave you guys to go and shower and eat something before I'm officially on duty. And I will wish you a happy year.
Happy
It's
year.
great to see you again.
Too. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. All right.
Cool. Well,
Just
good.
the boys now.
And then there were 3.
I was thinking the same thing.
Great minds, buddy. Great minds. There's a couple of.
There was a question here that kind of relates to my 2026 plans. So, what do you suggest for 2026 extra income for POD?
Not Shopify. Well, I mentioned earlier, if you want to get lots and lots of money per month, like you're trying to build this as a business, I think Etsy, Shopify, or Amazon are the big 3 right now.
Yep.
If you don't care about making thousands of dollars, like you only want a couple hundred or 50 or whatever, I think the other POD ones are okay. Like I still get like a couple hundred from TeePublic and things like that. So I would say TeePublic is, if you're doing t-shirts, TeePublic is pretty simple. If you want simple, no fuss, like you're doing a 9 to 5 and you need just some $20 here, $100 there, I think that one could be really easy.
Another, just to add on that, I think probably the same idea as Juna here, but if you want to, there's POD associated things too, right? Like we're YouTubing about POD. That also brings, ad revenue. For me, it's abysmal, but at the same time, there's sponsorships, there's other things. Find what you can bring to the table in terms of POD. Maybe it's even designing digital downloads for other POD sellers, right? So maybe it's not
developing tools.
Or developing tools or software. There's all kinds. There's no limit. So it's figure out a way you can leverage some of your existing skills. And people like always come into this as brand new. I'm like, you have a lifetime of experience behind you. You're trained in something. You can even sell that. Like I was telling my sister, like she's like, oh, I wonder what I could do. She's a mental health nurse, like 25 years or whatever, and wonder what I could do. I'm like, Jen, like make study guides for nursing students and list them on Etsy as digital downloads. Like how easy. Like I'm showing her shops. These guys are making like $200,000 a year part time because it's digital downloads. They're not even really, once you've listed it. So you can leverage everything, and it's not print on demand, but it's literally digital downloads. So it's less work, arguably, once you've created the initial, and then bundles. There's so many. You can sell your experience and your expertise.
Yes. Something that you are good at and love to do. Because I think if you're just doing it for the money sometimes and the money doesn't come, it
won't work.
Yeah, but if you're doing it because you love it, and it'll eventually pay off.
And Amazon is also broken down into, like, you can do Amazon merch and you can do KDP, right? If you really want to go the hard way, you can do Amazon Seller Central, technically.
That's true, the hard way.
But even within Amazon, you've got other options. In terms of making more income on Amazon merch next year, I think focusing on new products can definitely be a huge leg up, because it's a whole new, like when Mugs launched, or when Mugs started to sell for some people, I was thinking, this seems like a good product. People are making sales quickly. Maybe someone next year will get like 100 sales in one day with Mugs. There's someone in Merch Mastermind who's already had 170 sales with Mugs in just one day.
Awesome. Amazing.
And this is 2 months after they launched. Just imagine what people are going to do next Q4. It'd be crazy.
Get on those water bottles. Yeah.
And the water bottles. Imagine what they're going to do. But no, I think some of these new
products. Who's not going to sell any mugs or water bottles? Juna.
Yeah.
Juna will get access as well. I'm sure. The point being, like, whenever people get access, even if you get late access to mugs or late access to water bottles, whatever is coming, there'll still be huge potential, because there's so much untapped. Like, there's how many years of t-shirts now? 9.
Yeah.
And that's everyone's primary focus.
Mhm.
it's going to be a lot easier in comparison to make sales with a high potential product that has only been there for a few months.
Yeah.
And I definitely see a lot of people starting to make like the balances. You know how most people it's like 90%, 95% t-shirt sales. I
Mhm.
feel like that's going to even out a lot more
With the other products.
with
I
new
hope so.
products being
That would
added.
be cool.
Yeah.
A couple of things I learned this year that I already knew, but I like really hit home is like if you want to be better than average, you have to do more than the average person does, right? Like in my case, like there's lots of different ways to think of that. It could be for health reasons or building muscle or business in this case, where like the average person probably just puts up one design a day and doesn't even think about it or whatever. But if you want to actually be more than that, you actually have to do better designs or more designs or like something on top of what normal people would normally do if you want to see success. And the other thing I learned this year from both of you in your communities is like, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. Like you can hit it really fast, but if you want to go long and grow and do that, I think the community, man, that's what I've seen from both of your communities is that you help so much. And when people don't know what to do or feel like giving up, like the community is there to like push them and give them motivation and things like that. So hats off to you guys. I think that's a great thing to help people with, because I know starting off, like when I started off, like I saw so much success because I was just starting and I could move fast and do other things, but then I hit like a roadblock and things like that. So I think that can happen to everybody, but with the communities that you have, that can really help, because everybody's kind of on the same journey, and all those people in the communities kind of like, no, you should do this and you can do this and here's some, and it's so cool to see that
And that's
helping
the
everybody.
thing with the hive mind, right? Is that everybody is bringing to these communities a lifetime of experience in one way or another. Some people have been SEO experts for decades, you know what I mean? And or whatever.
Learn faster, right? You can learn so much faster than on your own. So
a rising tide lifts all ships, man. And that there's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
I honestly believe if I hadn't started the community this year without him, I wouldn't have had that many sales. Like this Q4, my sales have gone so well. I wouldn't have without that constant exchange of people, because there's so many talented people within the community who are making their own tools or making their own custom GPTs or sharing knowledge or something that they've learned, a strategy. And even if you can't follow or try everything for yourself, you learn a few bits along the way that otherwise you just wouldn't have. And that more close direct exchange, even in calls like this, really helps. And that's why we do these live streams as well, is because you get to talk to multiple YouTubers, multiple people that do POD, and just like go back and forth. You just heard with the first question, like about our design management and stuff like that. Everyone's got a completely different workflow. Like it's never like a one size fits all. You do this, and you kind of pick up little tips and pieces here and there, and it can make a huge difference for sure.
Really cool. I'm going to learn more from you guys in 2026 for sure. So
I'm learning so much just from the members of my community, man. It's crazy. Yeah, we don't know everything, right?
Tony's asking, hey guys, could you please talk about trademarks and how you handle all the other listings from a huge portfolio of tens of thousands of designs?
Ooh.
Because it carries on, I recently got an IP infringement notification for listing with K9 in it for dog niche. How could one possibly keep track of all of that?
You can't.
Good question.
You can't unless you get a service. Like my lawyer has a service that they provide where they'll comb through your catalog on a monthly basis and look for that stuff. But it's expensive, and in my experience, it's just unnecessary. Let them take it down. Was the IP infringement on a new design you listed, or was it on something that was good for 5 years and then all of a sudden got taken, right? There's different context there. So if it got taken down after 5 years of having been live, it's not a big deal in terms of the intent to violate, right? In Amazon's eyes, at least, I feel.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to get, ding for
Shut
that.
down
But
or
if you're
anything.
listing something and you're not doing your due diligence, that's a completely different thing. On a very old design, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would just take it. Well, they'll take it down for you,
Impossible
but
otherwise.
I wouldn't even worry
Yeah.
that they're going to close your shop or anything about it.
It's happened to us before as well. Like I'm sure it's happened to
Yeah, me
you
too.
guys. It's happened to me. It's
Mhm.
normal, and it's just their mechanism of keeping things clean
They
or
have to.
saving themselves from lawsuits.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that like every time it happens, because you can with thousands of products, you can't monitor it all, and they understand that as well.
Yeah.
There is tools that kind of try to do it. Like Producta has a trademark check that flags up old listings, but it's when I tried it with a massive account, it's also not very easy to use and
Mhm.
actually make use of it. I think Snap is building something like that. But at the end of the day, you're always going to miss something. Just like when you're uploading, you're not always going to have things go through. Even if it's clean of trademarks, there's going to be something random that
Yeah.
lets it get rejected. But yeah,
And with
I would try
Amazon-
not to lose sleep over it.
It's just, I think it's just the intent of the rejection, right? Like if you're trying to skirt a 3-word trademark by putting the words with, 2 words in between them and do all the things that people do or hyphenate or whatever,
Yeah.
then
It's
yeah,
crazy.
you're begging to get kicked off.
Yeah, or if all of your designs are song lyrics or some sort of play
Yeah.
on the Nike logo or whatever, or it's always the newest TV show design, like Stranger Things, I'm sure has some phrases trending right now. Like if that's your go-to method, that's the way to get booted off. If
Yeah.
you're making a dog design and 5 years later it gets some random word flags, yeah, I don't think it's
It's crazy to think that still some people think that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they're new. When I first started in t-shirt design, I did stuff for the TV show Heroes and thought it was okay, and then I quickly realized like, oops, I'm not supposed to do that. So that was back in 2000 and I don't know, 8, 7, 6.
Yep, I did Harley Davidson and Jeep, and whoops.
Yeah. So I hope it's pretty well known now not to do stuff like that.
I hope so. Yeah.
Cool.
What else we got? Oh, another one kind of related to this. Alex was asking earlier, when I upload USA designs for 250 years, nearly all will be declined. What's your strategy with them? That's a good point. I've heard that from a lot of people.
What is that 250 year?
It's
Two-
the
you don't know that?
No.
Yeah.
That's
He's
true,
the
right?
only American here, right?
Yeah, the only American you don't know. 250th anniversary is next year.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And,
What I've heard is everything with 250 is getting banned, like that, right?
I don't. Well, there is some trademarks pending for it. I think for USA 250, and it feels like, where was another case of this? I think it was another example. But
Oh.
anything that has 250 in USA, somewhere in the listing, or America, seems to just be getting rejected. I listed stuff. When was it? I think beginning of the year. I listed things and they all went through. Some got taken down. Some are still up there and selling. So I don't really understand what Amazon is doing with it. Technically, there's no live trademarks for it. I
would think
No, not that I
it's just
saw.
a year.
And apparently, you're okay if you list semi-cinquentennial, if I got the word right.
Yeah.
However, I mean, I don't know. Check. Maybe people are actively searching for that, but to me, there's just too many rooms for typos on that one to, and it's like 80% of your listing title, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just have to do the math. 1776, right? That's why it's 250.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, not really sure what, like, it's hard to give a strategy. I just know that for me, there's some old listings that are selling for it, and that's why I recommended it.
Are they already selling the 250 stuff?
Oh yeah, they've been selling.
Oh yeah,
What?
they were
Well-
selling like months ago. Yep.
Dang it. I'm so late to these. See, this is why I need a community.
But if you're struggling to get them up on Amazon, there's nothing that stops you from putting them on Etsy or like TeePublic.
True.
Because Amazon is so strict with some of their stuff.
They're the strictest. Yeah.
Try it
Or
elsewhere,
Shopify.
I'm sure. Or Shopify, yeah.
The whole Shopify store of 250.
Yeah. I feel like it could be kind of like a solar eclipse kind of event.
Oh,
where
yeah. It only happens once a year, and it's the
it
whole
will
year.
get so much media attention. It's
I would think, July 4th, 1776? Is that the actual day
should
month?
be when it peaks, yeah.
Yeah.
You would think, well, it'll peak 2026, not.
You are right. Yeah.
Not
Let's go back in time. Make some.
All
That's
right.
awesome. Wow,
We've
good
got
to
that.
know. I learned something new in this one. That and water bottles.
Mm.
A couple other new things on the new thing. Apparently, you can access the Adobe Suite through GPT now. You guys know this?
No.
Crazy. And have you
I
guys
didn't
heard-
know they just added
How?
images to GPT. They just added images to ChatGPT too. It's a new Images 1.5.
Yeah, so I've tested that out like crazy the last 3 days or 4 days, whenever they implemented it, 3 days now.
Oh,
and
what do you think of it?
I love it. It's crushing it. It's nailing every prompt, and like by the third iteration, I have exactly what I was looking for.
It's still kind of slow though, right?
Have you tried Nano Banana Pro?
I
Yeah.
have, and so Nano Banana Pro is faster still,
Uh-huh.
but this new version of ChatGPT is like absolutely crushing. Nano
Really?
Banana Pro for me.
Ooh, sounds like a video idea.
So yeah,
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Juna. I already uploaded one. But I was disappointed by ChatGPT.
I'm gonna still do it anyway.
the constant character works great. It's flawless.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
now I say, like, whenever I type in this word, always use that character. It's worked perfectly for me. Now, not to say that it won't happen, but have you guys also, the other thing I wanted to mention, have you guys heard of this? It's Whisk by Google Labs. I'm putting the link in there.
No,
Heard of it? I've
no.
not tried
Is it AI too? What is
Yeah, I'll share my screen right now, and then you guys
Okay.
can check it out.
Dude.
Windows Whisk.
Show us.
So-
What a
Google's
crop
got so
console.
much cool
Man,
stuff.
we got
so
so many things in this one.
So yeah.
Oh, I
So
like that.
enter tool, right? So there's like create some magic. So I have Nano Banana, like that's why you see the Pro here.
Uh-huh.
With Nano Banana Pro, you're limited still to the 3 video iterations of 7
So
seconds.
is this
a day.
Google too? Google Whisk?
This
Or
is,
what?
yeah, Google Labs Whisk.
Google Labs.
So you can come over here. You can select the pre. Oh wait,
Dude.
let me go back one. So Whisk experiment. Is that tools Whisk? So you can animate. You can I don't know, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with it. But if you wanted to enter tool and animate, for example, you would add select a preset. There's different. Oh, that's new. That's new now.
Wow,
Love it.
everything's new.
Oh, it's because I'm using the different account. But if I went to my library, for example, you can see a bunch of different things I did, and this is all for social media for our what do you call it?
Pirates.
Our the pirate theme shop. Yeah. So
Pirate theme.
I can go into here, for example, and it will allow me to create a video. So I can
Nice.
pick one of these now. I can click on animate, for example.
Is that a photo you took?
No, I created it
Oh,
with
you created it.
Nano
This was
Banana.
Jay yesterday. That was Jay yesterday at the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
After
So-
after a long party.
I took a picture of this plastic skeleton that's this tall, and I said, put it in a Elf on the Shelf outfit. And then then once you have a generation, you can just right here,
Have to do other
click on
things.
animate here.
Okay.
and then-
so,
I had 49 or 50 generations, so
oh
you can
wow,
generate, but they have to be landscape, which
Oh,
is still,
whatever.
but you can,
that's still fine.
yeah. So you
can
can
make
say
YouTube
like,
videos just with this, like stitch
but
them
it
all
takes
together.
a little while, right? It takes a couple minutes, but like, so I did create one, and if I can pull
Okay.
up, I'll show you what I created.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been nuts, and so I don't know. They're both. I feel like I'm stuck now and not choosing between one or the other. I have to use both.
Booth. Yeah, I have subscriptions to both. I got rid of Midjourney a long time ago, like 2 months ago. No, 2 weeks ago. And now I'm just ChatGPT and Nano Banana.
So if I
or
go
Google.
into, yeah, so I go into
Coming soon. Lost Anchor. That's the name. Lost Anchor Trading.
Yeah, Lost Anchor Trading Company.
Nice.
If I go into, so these are all AI generated, starting with this skeleton that's about a foot tall kind of thing,
No way.
maybe a little taller, but
Oh,
so
there
I
we
created
go.
this one.
That's hilarious. Oh no. Oh yeah, Lost Anchor.
But then the one particularly that we were looking at here, this guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he got up. He wants more.
Quick morning drink. Oh,
Oh, he didn't make it.
Just ridiculous pirate theme, over the top stuff. But I mean, Whisk is allowing me to do 50 generations, what looks to be a month, I think. I can't find any details on this stuff.
For free.
With just having my
your Canva Pro account. Yeah.
the Nano Banana Pro.
Dude,
So
I'm gonna have to make shorts with these or something.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool toy box to play around in. I don't know much about it, other than just playing with it. The ChatGPT transparent image, I agree, Philip, is very hit and miss. I'd say more miss than hit by far.
Yeah, I almost never do transparent stuff with AI anymore because it's hit and miss.
I'll show you one example. Apparently, Ideogram is coming out with a native transparent setting where it generates without a background instead of.
Oh, I love that.
That would be cool.
But
instead of trying to remove it.
It's live in my designs, but I don't think it's live in actual Ideogram yet.
Grok is pretty good too. You showed me that, Philip.
It's live via Ideogram API.
Yeah, and inside of my designs, Dream AI it is. But this is an example for why I don't like the ChatGPT transparent images, because not only is this not a transparent image, because it just looks like a terrible background removal job.
Yeah,
but it's like it downgrades the quality of the graphic.
Absolutely,
what is it?
It doesn't look great at all.
That's awful. Terrible.
Yeah, so that's why I would much rather use Nano Banana, which gives me 2K or 4K resolution, and then it's so easy to take the background out of that.
True.
I still prefer the results that I get from prompts with Nano. So far. I've not tested it as much as you, Jay. Like I haven't been testing it for 3 days, but so far
I'm gonna do a test.
Also, I'm not only exclusively using it for t-shirt designs, right?
Okay, that might be why.
Yeah. Looking at what you're saying now with any kind of potential t-shirt design, then I haven't tried that at all, to be honest. So
yeah.
What's crazy is where we are right now in December 2025. Like if we went back a whole year, neither ChatGPT or Nano Banana was in the picture.
I was just thinking this. Yeah.
And Grok, all three of them. Grok, the three that are like the top ones are the top ones just recent, like in the last 6 months or 3 months. Yeah.
That was my shower thoughts this morning. It was like half a year ago, ChatGPT was the king, and nobody had ever heard of. Even Gemini, I think, was not really on anyone's radar, but no one had ever heard of Nano Banana because it wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
And half a year before that, it was Flux. Like everyone was using Flux Pro.
Yeah.
And if you try and use Flux Pro now, you'll be amazed at how terrible it is. That was like the go-to.
Same to be said for Midjourney, right? 3 years ago or 2.5.
Yeah, Midjourney was the first one I remember doing, and then Leonardo about 3 years ago. I think it was only 3 years ago actually that it was.
Which is also equally crazy that it's already 3 years, right?
Yeah.
True.
I don't know.
And this is a good point as well. What high resolution can we get with ChatGPT? It's still 1,000 pixels.
I think it's still
still not that
good.
So if they're trying to catch up with Google, this was not the way.
I agree.
They're catching up.
As a Nano Banana killer, I'm like, that is far from that for sure.
The thing I think they improved on was the consistency, but it's still slower.
And
it's still nice, and the speed. Yeah, they need to. I guess it is a little better, but the consistency before, when you asked it to change something in ChatGPT, it would like completely change it and not keep the original things.
Yeah, I think that's gotten better.
Like Nano Banana does. So.
Good point.
So it depends.
Did you all notice the weird thing with tumblers recently?
No, I don't have tumblers.
He just keeps like twisting the knife.
I have
pouring a bit of more salt in the wound. It's the only reason I brought it up, Juno. I didn't really want to know.
No, what's the thing with tumblers?
I don't know if you noticed it, Jay, if you've got some up, but obviously they said the new default price.
Oh yeah,
$26.99.
Yeah.
Well, I was reading that and thinking, okay, now the new default is that price when you upload. but we can still change the price to whatever it was before, right? Because you could drop it to
That's what I thought too. Is that not the
$20.99.
case?
No, well, now even if you change your tumblers to $20.99, they all appear at $26.99 in real life. So this
they're
is actually
stopping.
it's the new minimum price.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
that's
this goes
interesting.
against everything that Amazon's been doing. This is increasing the price of a product. Maybe they want to discount it later. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I think they're testing it. They're always testing. So this time, before they were testing the high part, right? So they would be like, "This is the highest you can go," and
Yeah.
now they're testing the low end and like, "This is the lowest you can go," and see if that matters. Because I think some people like you and I would put T-shirts at 13 whatever to get the sales going.
yeah,
And I'm wondering if they're testing this, like, okay, well, what if there is no minimum? This is the minimum. Will we get more sales or whatever? I don't know what they're testing, but
maybe
it's
they're doing a
interesting.
large scale. Like they priced them low to begin with, and
Uh-huh.
now they're pricing
they're-
them high for everyone now that they're selling.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It's weird.
it's crazy what Amazon does to test, but we'll see if it pays off.
What's the best? Oh, there's two questions here. Same question. Which is your favorite background remover tool? It is not a background remover tool. It is a vectorizer, because
Yeah, that's better.
when you pull things into vectorizer, removing the background becomes way easier. In my
Click the
opinion.
background color, gone.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I think the automated background removers, whether that is ClipDrop, Pixian, all those sites, they're not like they
Not
have
as good.
too high of a failure rate, in my opinion. Like-
Even bringing it into Photoshop or Affinity, it's still not 100%, right? It still could
Yeah,
be-
and that's too many steps for me. I just can't.
that's
be
too
bothered.
many steps. Yeah. I've been liking
I take the
liking
time to do it.
vectorizers too.
Vectorizer.ai is great. I agree.
Mhm.
Thanks to Philip
The
for
best.
putting me on that. I think like months ago now, maybe a year ago.
How much is
I
it
don't-
now? It's still a monthly subscription
Mhm.
thing? Okay.
So you've been using that as well, Jay?
The odd time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once every month when you decide to create something new.
Yeah. Once a month, call it. Yeah. I haven't used it more than 10 times yet, but
Yeah.
I have used it and it works great.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
liking
mean-
Vexels.
Huh?
I use the vectorizer on Vexels for my Kawaii stuff, and it works pretty good.
Can you remove
I-
the background with it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good.
Kawaii makes, I think, every background image remover good. You know what I mean? Because they're all
simple.
big,
It's
they're
pretty
big
simple
names,
lines.
yeah, and vectorizers.
Big black lines, yeah. What about design with gradients? Ooh, gradients? Yikes. Vectorize. Yeah. When you vectorize something with a gradient, it will try its best to color it, but it won't be a gradient. Like, I don't think.
What you can do if you're going to vectorize something with a gradient is highlight all the pieces of that gradient, delete them, and then create a new
color.
piece with your own gradient, right?
Mhm. Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah. After the fact.
And then it should be flawless ultimately, but never go from like one end of the spectrum to the other. Always use colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. And you can go from yellow to red, but you don't want to go from like yellow to opposite purple. You'll get the muddy browns and stuff and it won't look good.
Hmm.
Good point.
I would either not use gradients or
Yeah.
or just in that case upscale. Like then it makes a lot more sense to upscale and instead of vectorizing, and remove the background either with one of the manual methods or try the automated tools. But yeah, it just makes it more awkward. So
Yeah.
I tend to stay away from gradients.
Basically, the more complicated your design is, the harder it's going to be to remove the background.
Yeah, that's unfortunately going to be the truth.
Yeah.
Until, and I think this is a huge prediction for 2026. I think it's fairly obvious anyway. I think until they all support it natively, like ChatGPT has kind of been trying it for a while. I know it's not great, but Ideogram seems to be implementing it, and I have a feeling Nano Banana Pro or whatever their new model will be eventually will also have native transparent backgrounds. It just
Yeah.
makes sense.
They just make it with instead of removing it, they make it without the background to begin with, and then
Mm.
you don't have those fuzzy edges, right? It's because it's already
Because you can already get 4,000 pixels out of Nano Banana Pro. And
Crazy,
if you remove the background from that, you'll have a perfectly printing shirt.
Mhm.
It will
Yeah.
look awesome.
Mhm. Nano Banana.
It's not cheap. Like that is expensive if you do it through My Designs.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kittle probably has it now as well, the 4K setting, but it will get faster and cheaper with time, I'm sure.
You know, I thought Nano Banana was the name for the actual like Google Gemini 2.5 or 2 point whatever it was, but they're calling like the next one Nano Banana because they've upgraded since then, and now it's like Nano Banana 2, or I don't know what do they call it, Philip? Is it still? It's still Nano Banana though,
Well,
right?
to my knowledge, just Nano Banana Pro is the
Pro,
latest model.
okay,
It's just the model of the AI image generator.
Okay.
The-
So if they do a full upgrade next year, it might be called something else besides Nano Banana, because Nano Banana is the level
like-
kind of that they're on for Google Gemini, right? The
I
image.
feel like they probably keep that name. It's got a
You think
lot
so?
of like
Yeah,
good
it'd be
branding
Pro
behind it
V2
now.
or something, right?
Oh, Pro
Yeah.
V2. Okay.
It would just be a different ending, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
ChatGPT.
They won't go from different fruits like Nano Mango or something. Right?
Who knows?
Nano Pineapple.
I mean, lot can change in a year, as we've discovered. So,
Mhm.
something else. And this is an interesting question. Hi guys, what do you use to edit prices in bulk? Asks
Ooh.
Samantha. Curious
Does My Designs do that?
what you guys use.
I don't. So sorry, I don't edit in bulk.
So, if you're on Etsy, it's historically been Get Vela, but you can very easily do that in Etsy now. So you don't need a tool. But still, people use. I guess some people just aren't aware that you can do that. So you can select your listings, the amount of listings, and then increase the price, decrease the price by X amount. And you can select individual listings, so you don't have to do all of it all at once. But that's a fast and easy way. Shopify. I learned this morning. Hexdom is a bulk editor that works really well and really quickly, and they have a free tier. And then, yeah, that's it. Amazon merch. I'm assuming Snap can do it, but I don't know.
I'm just working on giving a demo of this because Snap
does it.
Snap has had an update recently with some cool like bulk pricing features, but
Get on Snap.
it's only one listing at a time. But I'll demo it anyway. I'll have a proper breakdown of all the Snap updates soon and in a YouTube video. But just to show this one, share screen. So Snap now has these buttons at the top where you can do quick price selection.
Nice.
And I could now, for this entire listing, I could set everything to the max or set it to the minimum, or just increase all products by $1, for example, and then hit apply, and it just goes through.
That your profit is $1 or something?
No, the price, right?
Oh,
It increases the price of everything by $1. So this is kind of a cool way to make changes to your prices in bulk if you're just doing one listing like this.
Right.
If you want to do it through
all your listings,
the entire catalog,
yeah,
then 100% use Mergeflow.
Mergeflow, okay.
Mergeflow, in my opinion, I'm pretty confident. For me, has been the tool with the most significant impact on my Amazon merch in terms of just making it easier, getting products to sell that didn't like that dropped off. Adding new products that have been announced, all that stuff. Mergeflow is free until tier 10,000 as well, which is awesome.
Oh, that's right. That's why.
And it's so much like smoother than Productor. I'm sure some of you probably tried like the Productor autopilot thing, which was kind of the only way before to do it. But Mergeflow works a lot better. You can filter out all sorts of different brands or types of designs, and then change the price on them in bulk. It's really cool.
Very cool. Nice.
Product by merch for Amazon works for bulk prices, etc.
Oh, nice.
It can work, yeah, but it is not very intuitive, and I wouldn't trust the Productor stuff that much. It's very crashy, and
It's glitchy.
I've heard some horror stories of like deleting things that I shouldn't have, and yeah, maybe for editing prices you could try it, but do you guys use Pretty Merch? Yeah, I use the dashboard.
I use the dashboard.
Yep.
I used to use their research a lot more, but I'm now liking the flying research a lot better than the research one. But it's convenient that it's there, the Pretty Merch, all the Pretty Merch stuff, because as I'm sure all of us are looking at it multiple times a day, the dashboard of what we sold and all that stuff. So it's nice that it's there.
Yeah, I use it for the same thing. Just for the aesthetic on the dashboard, it gives me a glance, everything I need. Yeah. But I don't use any of them for like any features or anything like that.
Yeah, I really only use Pretty Merch for the like
It's
seeing
tough.
what's sold today, opening it up to edit the price, and like essentially seeing your sales right at a glance, but nothing.
Pretty Merch went through like a whole revision where it started with one guy that does it. I forget I think his name's Harry. I don't want to mess up his name. So anyway, then he sold it. Carbon 6 picked it up, and now it's back on him again. So Carbon 6 is not part of it. So he's having a tough time kind of being on his own now and trying to update it as fast as he can, because it's back to the one person again updating it, which that can be tough for one person for a big app like that.
I think honestly the best tools in my opinion right now for Amazon Merch, like browser extension wise, are Snap, which is totally free, and then Merch Flow, which is almost totally free, just not for the people that are actually making money, which is a good system. I think like if you tier 10,000 above, you can afford the $30 a month, and those two I think will get you a long way. They're really good. I know Snap will also have some cool updates next year. I've seen some stuff that Nima's working on. I don't want to spoil it, but probably replace more parts of like Pretty Merch as well. So I highly recommend that. I also actually did a course. I did it last month. I released it early this month for Merch Flow specifically, like going into all the different settings and the ways I've been using it for the school community, for Merch Mastermind, which you're in as well, Gina.
I am, but I got to get into it. Like I haven't used either Snap or Merch Flow, but I've heard good things from you guys. So, does it do research, or are you still using something else for research?
It doesn't do research, no.
Okay,
no.
I know Adam does a lot of research in your community.
It is it's a catalog management tool, an automation tool, I would say. That's how I would describe Merch Flow.
Okay.
And it's very good at what it's
flying research for research, maybe, or
flying research or native methods, or going to Pinterest. It's been really good for me as well.
Okay. A lot less copycats since there's been no tier ups. Interesting. No, I haven't noticed, but I haven't noticed copycats as a whole anyway. But
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it.
I still see a lot of repeats, but
it would make sense if you throttle uploads that there would be less copycats.
Yeah, I just don't search my own stuff enough to notice. Right?
I know. Me too. There probably is.
This is a good one.
If you had to pay.
If you had to pay for any tools for Amazon Merch, any purposes, what would you pay for? AI, designer, reporting, whatever purpose. It changes quite often.
Yeah.
At the moment, Gemini would probably be one of them.
I actually pay for that one.
Yep.
I would, like, you can design on your own. It depends how much you want to get involved with designing, right? Because you could, in theory, just use something free like Affinity or Canva and create designs. I think if you want to do stuff that Kittl can do, like the text effects and all of that stuff, that it may be worthwhile to get something like that to do that
think
kind of type of design. So
I think Kittl is good if you're either in a lower tier or your approach is more like Jay, where you're doing like a few designs a week or whatever. Like if that's more your approach, Kittl's awesome because you have all the control.
Yeah.
You have so many features built in. You don't need to get 15 subscriptions to lots of different things. If you like to be more volume, then something like My Designs is good, where you have a lot of bulk features.
Yeah, and AI included, right?
Yeah. So it really depends. Gemini I've been using kind of as a ChatGPT replacement for all sorts of like AI tasks, like rewriting prompts.
Do you? I haven't used it for that. I've been only using it for images stuff, so I'll have to try it.
Oh, it's really good. I think it's better at rewriting prompts, describing your design as a listing, like all sorts of
I
stuff.
gotta try that.
Better than GPT. Yeah.
Nice. And the other thing he said here is AI, designer. So that's I don't know if you mean like a graphic design program or an actual designer, but if you're not going to take the time to better your designs, then outsource them, right? Outsource the parts of your business that you suck at and be honest with yourself. Have a real conversation going into 2026 with yourself and your history. If you're still, regardless, tier doesn't matter, so we're not even going to touch that, but the amount of sales you have, if it hasn't significantly increased from 2024, then you're not doing it right. You're doing something's broken in the, in the process, right? The goal is to make designs that sell more and for longer. So outsource the design work if that's something that you don't think you can do. But that's one thing that I, pride myself on, is being able to have taught a bunch of people now in my own membership on how to better make designs and how to understand the psychology behind why, like all the whys behind the hows. People will teach you how all day, but nobody tells you why this is the right decision for that particular design and why this text only design sells and this one doesn't, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't want to take the time to learn how to be a better designer, then I would farm it out.
I would also say, you just mentioned something that I think some people forget, is one of the good tools, and I mentioned this before, is like both of you have our communities, and I think that can really, like, if you're really serious about making money with print on demand, and like you said, if you're by yourself and you're not getting sales, like you may not know what to do next. You're like, I'm trying everything, I don't know what. Like, but in that case, a community and of people who have done it and know what they're doing can really, really help you with like, what should you do next and where should you put, like, they couldn't even look at your design. I know you do this in your community. Like you look at people's shops and say like, all right, you need to work on this and this and this, and then really
design hands-on. Yeah, I'm very design oriented, so I'll take your design, reconstruct it, make it better in front of you, and make it into something that I think would plausibly sell. And not to say I think personally, I am biased. I think it's the best membership out there, but I know Philip and Adam are two awesome, amazing coaches in the space too. And their method is a little different. They're more volume based, right? So it totally depends on what you want to do and how you want to get to the end goal, but there's many, many ways to win.
Yep.
But,
we do those as well, like design feedback calls. I think that's really helpful. Like in many cases, if someone is struggling to get sales, I think if you look at their designs, we notice something.
And that's it. That's where, the coaching and the community can help. But also, if you're not willing to get better at designing, which is the core of POD, then either you're in the wrong space to begin with, or B, farm it out, hire a designer. Otherwise, get better at creating designs, whether it's AI or, technically moving the bus.
Yeah. And better can mean something that people want to buy, right?
Yes.
Like create something that people want to buy, not necessarily
not a piece of fine art.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean fine art, or almost never means fine art. 6-7 bottle. Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it will, because they could bring it to school and it's not a phone case, and
yeah,
smart. I'm gonna do it now. Juna can't.
I've been selling 6-7 mugs. I guess you can't take a mug to school, really. Water bottles would be
Maybe.
more likely.
Depends what school you go to, I guess.
I wasn't gonna bother listing on water bottles because I just let Amazon. I only list on T-shirts. I don't even worry about checking trademarks. I let them push, to all the other products. But I'm definitely gonna be doing some 6-7 stuff just because I'm not a trend jumper either. But I mean, this one's on fire, right? Why not?
Yeah, I'm surprised it's lasted this long, but also thanks for the sales, everyone.
How
do you find communities? There's two of them right here.
Yeah, we each have our own. Phillips,
we'll
I've
put
been
the
a guest
link.
with Phillips, and he's been a guest in mine.
We'll
You're
put the
asking
link in
probably
the
the
chat.
wrong people because we will tell you that. One thing I wish I had, which I didn't have when I started all of this POD journey, was a community. There just wasn't a thing. So for me, that would have been a fast way to skip 10 years of mistakes.
He
ultimately.
might just mean how to find them by link, like how to go to them.
Oh,
Maybe, I don't know.
maybe
Am I allowed
you
to-
put your link in there too, I guess.
Am I allowed to
Put your
share
link.
mine as well?
Yeah, do a shameless plug.
Sure. Okay.
I don't have one. Sorry, guys.
You've earned it. You've been on this 2.5 hours.
No community club. Hashtag no community. No.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
part
you-
of both of your communities, so that's kind of why I don't have either.
You're too busy keeping up with our communities.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
am.
Make your. you
Well,
you
it's a
do
lot of
well if
work,
you have your
right?
own, I think,
It's a lot of work, and I remember Philip, you were apprehensive in the beginning, like
because of the work, and
Do
now
I
I have.
want to take on this kind of monster, right?
Yeah, now I've discovered that indeed it is a lot of work. But it's worth it.
And after
I've
everyone
benefited
told
from
you it was a lot of work, now you know.
Yeah.
It's so much work, but it's also equally so fulfilling. And I don't think without the
Hmm.
work, it would be nearly as fulfilling, right? Like, yeah.
No.
Just
But what I
seeing
like about both of
records.
you have like people around you that can, like, it's not just you doing all of it. Like, you all have partners and people that help in the community, which is awesome. So if I did do a community, I would have to have a bunch of people around me that, like you have, and I don't. So
Well, the motivation for it for me came from meeting Adam last year, and just realizing, like, hey, we sit together for like 2 hours and just chat POD and be like,
Yeah.
wow, like I just learned so much from this conversation,
yeah,
which
I'll be
otherwise
10x
would be
that
difficult in
over this.
POD because you never get to talk to anyone like this much or this closely. Or we like sit together, and back then it was the election, so we'd watch like some kind of debate and like brainstorm ideas for the debate and put them up just for fun. Like, imagine being in tier 10 and just realizing how much quicker you can learn together just as two people made us think, why not like take that to another level? And it's tough at POD because with the public groups, you can just openly share designs and links and
because you
everything,
get the bad
because you get thousands of people
Yeah.
kind of lurking and copying and God knows what. So it's a tough thing to do with POD. But yeah, it's almost a selfish thing in a way as well, because we've benefited from all the knowledge that we've
Yep.
gained from our members, and it's made us better POD sellers from that.
I totally agree.
Yeah, and that's one thing nice about the communities is like we're editing designs, at least in mine, and I'm sure Philip does the same, like to a degree. But we're giving you reviews and feedback on your current designs, because the only way to get better is to put yourself out there. And if you're by yourself in the public communities and not like the free whatever,
you don't know.
Facebook, thousands of people in a Facebook group, you put up one design and you're gonna have 4,000 copies of it an hour later, right?
Oh, easily, yeah.
Like, it's built on
do.
trust, right?
We do this thing. Called weekly design contests, where it's a topic for the week,
Nice.
and then people can submit a design, try and be unique, creative, and
It's fun.
you either, well, if you, at the end of the week we do a poll where members can vote, and the best design gets a prize, cash prize. But most people actually use the designs. First of all, we give feedback often on people, or suggestions if we see something. But a lot of people use the designs and actually upload them, right? And oftentimes you'll hear like, hey, my contest design sold, or this sold, blah, blah, blah.
See,
So it's like a double win. You see a lot of creative things. You see the feedback on it. You get to potentially win the contest and get money for the design straight away.
and then get sales.
And you get to get sales and just learn how people approach niches. So it's that in itself has been really fun to see, and also again rewarding to know that doing those has made people sales.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any different that way. It's so rewarding to see somebody pay attention to you and listen and implement the changes you suggest for a design, and then list it, and then all of a sudden it becomes a bestseller, right? Like, no, I mean, it's validating for us, and it's selfish for me because I love that I've been able to do that on repeat. But at the same time, now that I can help other people do it, it's no better feeling. But it's, paying attention to the people that are, don't pay attention necessarily or take advice from the people that aren't doing what you want to do or where you want to be, right? Listen to the people in the communities that are headlining the communities, paramount, just because that's the other thing. Like, so there's a ton of great ideas that are come out of it, but don't necessarily pick one person, latch onto them if they're a member without at least having some of what the community leaders like the Adams and the Phillips of the world or myself tell you, what their opinion is also on that matter. But yeah, it's selfish that way because I feel so fulfilled to be able to, spread my knowledge, right? Like, we're in a lucky situation, I think. But yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good way. All right. Well, I think this has been a good one. Good pod council, guys.
Yeah, almost time for me to go, actually.
Me too.
I think we'll call it a day. I know there was a couple more questions, but we have been going for a long time. So we'll call it a day here. Thanks to everyone who joined us. We'll be back in 2026.
Next
Almost
one.
Christmas. So I hope everyone has a good break. Spend some time with family, friends.
Absolutely.
Happy
Best time
whatever
to
you
take-
celebrate. Yeah.
Best time to take some time off because sales are low for most people anyway. So no one's got any money.
And maybe I'll see both of you in person next year sometime.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be great.
Hopefully, yeah.
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 Be fun.
Yeah, thanks so much, Philip, for doing this, man. It's been a fun year on and off doing this stuff. So
Yes.
No problem.
So
I
cool.
enjoy it myself, so it's selfish as well.
Right?
Yeah, great. Happy Christmas. Great starting to the new year to everyone, whatever you're celebrating, whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas. Hope you all have a good time.
Happy holidays.
And happy holidays. That's a better way to say it. And we'll see you sometime next year. Bye-bye.
Bye.